Deal. No, thank you, Radio Demon. What? Why not? Why not? Thank you for the follow, though, by the way. I appreciate it. Awesome. Let's get this started. Hello, hello.
Hello.
Why, hello there. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for having me.
Of
It's so good to
course.
be here.
I know, right? It's so great. I was been meaning to get a pirate VTuber on here. It's so great. Oh, hi. I got Raider off the bat.
Top of the hour, and we're discussing a certain has-been who has
Hi,
been
Try.
cavorting around
Welcome,
town
Raiders.
for
Great to see you. I know I just started the raid. Hi, Try. It's great to see you. We have the most villainous VTuber here, giving us a lovely raid to start us off. You know, right? Look, we have the two most evilest people. We have the evil pirate who will collect all the booty and steal all of it and destroy all the ships. We have Try, who is amazing, like a mafia, villainous that wants to take over the world. We have so many great people. So many great people. Wow.
We're gonna be contending with each other.
I know, right? One is sailing the seas and trying to take over the 7 seas. The other one is trying to destroy the streets of whatever. Try what like mafia place do you like Rome? Just think New York. It's probably New York. You probably
Leave that to them. I don't want to. I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah.
I'll let them have that.
let the landlubber deal with that kind of stuff. You'll deal with the sea. You'll
Exactly.
deal with the sea, the kind of stuff. I love it. I love it. Well, Try, thank you so much for the raid. You're amazing, and I really appreciate it. It's great to see you. Thank you so much for introducing me to a lovely community. As always, I always appreciate it. Lol. But for all the amazing people who are joining us today, I always want to say thank you so much for joining us. This is a fun little VTuber talk show we like to host each and every week. We get to know a brand new VTuber. This week, we actually have a very first for our show. I've done this show for many years with so many different VTubers from all across the world, all coming to show showing off their amazing designs. But this is the first time I've ever had a pirate VTuber on my show, so this is actually really
It's kind
exciting.
of surprising. There's
Right?
more pirates than you'd think. Actually, there's a lot of us.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of surprised about, because I was like, oh cool, this is a
Yeah.
really cool design. I like the cat aesthetic, I like all this cool pirate theme stuff. And I realized, I was like, wait. Then I started looking back through my entire huge catalog of VTubers I've interviewed. I'm like, I don't think I've ever interviewed a pirate.
Ooh.
So I was like, gushed. I was like, oh my god, lovely design, hilarious humor, and someone's the first in my show. I gotta get you on my show. So thank you so much.
Gotta be that first.
Gotta be my
that's,
first.
That's the special one.
Exactly, you're the special one. We gotta get you on the show. You know, it's like you are this exploring the high seas of exploring new territories, and you be able to be the first one to explore this fun little VTuber talk show. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Oh, glad to be here, though. Thank you so much.
No problem.
I've had a few interviews before, but I'm always excited to get the chance to talk about myself. It's always nice.
It's always fun. It's always good. Have you had this kind of interesting Who Frames Roger Rabbit's kind of style, where it's like a face camera interviewing a VTuber?
Not with a face camera. I've had other interviews, but they've only ever been with VTubers.
See?
Because quite a lot of the time I find that there's not a lot of crossover between face cam streamers and VTubers. It's very hard to kind of mesh us together. And
True.
it tends to just be VTubers and VTubers, or face cammers and face cammers, or heaven forbid, face cammers and no cammers. The usual one. Nobody nobody wants to have face cammers and stream and VTubers. So it's nice to have us meet face to face.
Exactly, and that's why I do this show, for this kind of cool little differences to bridge the gap between VTubers and face cameras. I always love doing this kind of thing. This is so much fun. It's so unique and so different. I love doing it so much.
It's fun.
Oh, I love this hand tracking thing. A little adorable.
I love my hand tracking. It's a lot of fun.
It's
It lets
really
me do
good.
things like this.
Whoa, you boy! Whoa, it's like a water demon. This is crazy. Am I safe, guys? Am I in trouble? Yeah. Am I kind of worried about this?
Be in trouble. Behave and you'll be fine.
Okay, I'll behave.
Sorry, she's fine. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, she's away. You're
Okay,
safe.
good. I
Don't
took
worry
a
about it.
shower before this, so I don't want to get wet again. So hopefully you don't.
Well, I mean, if you did, you'd want to shower anyway, because the hands are actually seawater.
Oh, seawater.
So you don't want to be washing with this. The number of times my chat wants to drink my hands, or they want to drink my hair, I'm like, no. It's seawater. You don't want to drink this.
True,
It's
and
not
also
a good idea.
it's terrible for your hair too. So I don't want to. You gotta wash my hair.
Yeah, so I just leave my hair. I don't bother.
Yeah. You know what? It's too much. That's so cool.
Exactly.
I love that design. Love the aesthetic for it. So I'm super looking forward
It's a
to
lot
get
of
to know
fun.
about it. It sounds like it. Really cool. The hand tracking is very well done. So I think that's really cool. Very cool.
I
Very
love
cool.
having hand tracking. It's one of my favorite things about being a 3D VTuber. I don't think I could be a 2D one now because I talk
so
a lot with my
used to it.
hands.
You
I
talk.
know. I'm like you. You do the same.
Yeah.
I can see you're doing the same. So like, it's really hard to talk when you can't express yourself.
True, 100%, and that's why I love this kind of interactions because we both talk with the hands quite often, so it's really
Yeah.
nice to have that. It's really cool. I love the Roger Rapper reference. Oh, thank you. When I first decided this, I thought about doing it this way, and I've been doing it for so many years, and I've been really enjoying this kind of style of it. So I'm glad you like it. CDog VA and Iron Mouse is the one thing that comes to mind. Exactly, who are huge inspirations for me. I love CDog's content, and I'm a huge inspiration. I look up to Iron Mouse like crazy, so I try to do something like that similar. Right?
Yeah. It's nice to see a bunch of my my regulars and my friends in the chat.
It's great to see you guys. Thank you so much for all the follows. I really do appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Maybe you guys will learn something about it. Because I don't know.
Yeah.
You probably ran into a lot of her other interviews, but hopefully you guys can learn something new about my questions. My questions are going to go into the depth of the behind the scenes side of things when it comes to VTubing. So I hope you guys learn something. It'd be really cool.
A lot of them come to my streams, but like, you know, won't necessarily be talking about the kind of things that you'll be asking.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. Well, let's get started with the first question of the night. Is what better way to start off an interview than how it all got started in the first place? And that is, what made you want to get into content creation?
Ooh, this is a fun one. So I'm not like one of those people that like when I was younger, when I was a child, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. That was never a thing for me. Mine started before the pandemic. I had quite a major surgery in 2019 in like the early summer, and I was bedbound and recovering for months, and in the depths of YouTube, I came across Beat Saber. I wanted to. And I really enjoyed watching a couple of YouTubers play the virtual rhythm game Beat Saber, you know, hitting a lot of blocks in time to music. And that was the thing that kind of motivated me to get a VR headset once I was able to walk again. And it was one of those things where like I wanted to do what they did on YouTube. I really liked watching it. Like they had a 3D model, they had a camera behind them. And I got pretty good at Beat Saber, and I wanted to record myself playing it. And when you just have an Oculus Rift 1, the first one, you don't have many options for recording yourself. So if you go to like the very first videos uploaded on my YouTube channel, a lot of it is still like raw output videos recorded of Beat Saber. They're square, they're low resolution, the audio's terrible. And I was like, I want to do the way that they're doing it on YouTube. I want to have a 3D model. I want to have the camera behind me. I want to actually have it like high quality. So I, like over a couple of months, I think like December, January, February kind of time, like early 2020, I got into modding Beat Saber, which required plugging my headset into the PC because you can't mod it directly on the Oculus Quest because it has its own version of Beat Saber installed directly on it. It doesn't go through the PC. And I at this point in time, I didn't know the word VTuber existed. I didn't know what VTubing was. I'd seen some. I knew that the people I was watching were VTubers. I know now looking back, and I'd seen like Corone and a couple other people from HoloLive. I think. What's that? Oh god, I forgot her name. Something or other. Can't remember her name.
Iris?
No, this is before HoloLive English. The one with the pink bow on her hair, the brown hair.
Oh yeah. She's like one of the very first VTubers. You know?
One of those. I'd seen her. Kazuna Ai, that's the one. Thank you. I forgot her name. I'd seen her around, but again, I didn't know that VTubing was a thing. So I was working with a couple of friends on downloading a 3D model, doing the modding in Unity to like make the legs move, get all of this stuff working. And none of this with access to resources that actual VTubers used. It was like we were making it up as we went, just to make sure that I could play Beat Saber with a model. So it was me and a couple other friends doing this stuff, and the intention was to do it for YouTube videos, where I would play one, record it, put it to YouTube and edit it and stuff. But we realized that it's actually easier if I'm doing all this modding. I just stream it live on Twitch so that they can, give me some feedback. We can talk about it, how it's going, like, move the camera around, this works. And I preferred that. I didn't like recording it for YouTube. I felt bored on my own in a room, just like not being able to talk, because this was the middle of lockdown.
Yeah.
At the start of 2020. You weren't able to go out. I'd just lost my job. So I was like, peak boredom.
Peak.
And absolutely. So I was kind of craving, some kind of like human interaction. So instead of recording for YouTube, I would stream it on Twitch. And I would play Beat Saber for 3 or 4 hours, multiple days a week. And if you've ever played Beat Saber, you realize how exhausting it is. I was a lot more fit back then than I am nowadays, I gotta say.
Yeah, I feel like you lose a lot of weight by doing that. That's like a good workout.
Yeah, definitely did. So like that was the start of my streaming, and the things that really shifted it for me was the day I accidentally broke my headset because I was sitting at my computer. I had my VR headset on top of my forehead. The cable was going into my computer, and I went to stand up. I accidentally stood on my cable and stood up. And when you do that, the cable can't extend, and I kind of just went like this, and like it fell off the back of my head, and it snapped the end of the cable inside the charging port.
Oh no!
So it would no longer plug into my computer correctly. So I was no longer able to actually stream anything in VR. So I was like, panic mode. I want to actually stream and talk to my friends. So I downloaded some program. I don't remember the name of it. It's like a really, really early 3D VTubing software. And just, I ended up putting my model into there, use a webcam for tracking, and it was kind of crap. But like, I ended up I think the first non-Beat Saber game I played was Celeste.
Okay.
Which is a pretty fun one. And then I did a lot of Minecraft and some other games as well. And, I ended up mixing mostly non-Beat Saber games into my streams. Because I eventually got a job over the pandemic. And I didn't have as much energy for Beat Saber every week. So I was like, okay, if I want to stream, I have an option now. I don't have to play really exhausting VR game. And I've kind of like done that ever since. I've been a VTuber ever since. I've never really had like a hiatus. And this is actually now I quit my job in 2021, and I've been a full-time VTuber since then.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty interesting. I love how like the process of how everything was going for you. You just saw something that you wanted to try, you end up doing it. It was hard to try and figure out with the little amount of information that was out during the time, but you were super committed. You wanted to get it done. After you got a handle of it and you started getting really used to it, your headset broke and you had to do some completely different, but you ended up starting to really like it. You started really enjoying it. And ever since then, you kind of just, it was history. You were able to start enjoying it, having fun with it. I love it.
I did end up getting a second and third VR headset actually, because I got a replacement Oculus Quest, and then I upgraded it to a Valve Index, which I've still got. It's still attached to my ceiling, just in case I ever use it again. I'm planning to. I'm actually planning to do some more Beat Saber.
Going back to the roots.
I've actually reinstalled the mods to get my model in it. I've updated my model to make it work. There's a couple of mods I'm missing to get some chat interactions in there, because I used to actually I got so good at modding it because they would update it almost every month, and it would break all the mods.
I hate it when it happens.
Of course.
I hate it when they update
you have to reinstall them every time. Yeah. frequently they would update and break them like the day I was about to stream, so I'd have to play something else. So I got pretty good at updating it. But because I haven't really streamed Beat Saber in so long, like I've had to remind myself how all this worked. It's like I've lost that ability to just go like, okay, I want this mod, got it, done.
There you go.
Like no, I've had to like remind myself, get some help with my model as well.
Are you gonna do some like sea shanty like Beat Saber stuff?
That'd be fun. Yeah, I think there might be some available. I need to reinstall the mod that lets me download custom maps. I've got like all my old ones, but I don't know how to get new ones anymore. But it would be fun. There's partly what's inspired this actually is I'm going to embarrass her here. Nayu Treese in the chat there is she's one of my regulars.
Oh,
she made a custom song for me. There she is. She made a custom song for me, a fan track that I use for one of my redeems on stream. It's like a pirate battle theme, and it goes so hard. It's so good. And I really want to play it in Beat Saber, so I might make a Beat Saber map for it just so I can play it.
Oh, that's so cool. I love how she made you something and now it's coming a Beat Saber game. That's so cool. I love it.
I really want to do it.
You definitely do. Definitely do.
Bye, Sucker.
Bye, Sucker. Thank you so much for coming by. No, that's actually really cool. I love how your fans made a cool song for you, and maybe you could increment it into your Beat Saber. That'd be kind of fun. I like it. That's so cool. I love the how everything first got started. The story goes into it. If you didn't have that accident with your headset breaking, would you say that you probably would be still doing you'd be known as a Beat Saber VTuber and that's all you'd be doing? Or by having this mistake happen, kind of forced you to do the variety side of content that really made you who you are today?
I think I was leaning towards the variety stuff by then anyway, because I didn't have as much energy once I got a job to play Beat Saber as much, and I realized the potential for playing other games not needing a VR headset, and how useful it was to just be able to just sit down, not have to set up trackers and your headset and all the VR stuff, and have an outfit on for it. It was so much work, and just having the ability to just sit down and be ready to stream anything, it's opened up so much more, so many more games, because I feel like VR's not really as much of a thing nowadays. Not many people are interested in it. I think the only thing people are interested in nowadays is VR chat, which nothing wrong with that, but I've only streamed VR chat a couple of times because I actually found I ran out of things to talk about. I'm a gamer. I like playing games, and if I'm going to talk about something, it'll be while I'm playing something, so I have something at least to do. But VR chat puts all the focus on you and what you want to do, and I feel like I can't do that. It's a lot of pressure.
You already spread all your knowledge for everything. You need to talk about something new. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Awesome. Now, Chad was mentioning something that I'm now very curious about, because they did bring attention to it, and I didn't really think about it at the time. But Dandy Floss.
Yes.
Where does the name come from? Yeah, it's nothing to do with Fortnite, right? Because that's what Chad was saying. It's something to do with Fortnite or teeth. Nothing like that, right?
So I can't give the full reasons because it might dox me. It's partly to do with my real name.
Oh, okay.
But it's a mix between my real name and the word Candy Floss.
Okay, Dandy Floss. Okay, so I like it.
That's where it comes from, basically. It was a nickname that somebody gave me in 2010, I want to say. And I kind of used that as a name for a long time, and I just kind of I started my Twitch channel with the username, and eventually I've turned it into a full brand, but I didn't come up with it for the streaming. It's just oh yeah, Candy Floss. I should explain. Candy Floss is the British word for cotton candy.
Oh, actually, but I was thinking Candy Floss. I was thinking of floss that you put between your teeth and candy. I was I feel like dentists would not like that.
Cotton candy. Yeah, it's the British term for it.
That's interesting. Why floss? When I think of floss, I think of the things going between your teeth.
I think it's because I think it's because when you stretch it, it gets really thin. You know, you can like pick it apart, but I don't know. It might be the term might be older than actual like tooth floss because like you know like it's quite an old invention. It's literally just melted sugar span like in a little device. So like it's actually a really old like sweet. So it might actually be older than actual floss. I don't know. I don't know the etymology of it. It's just my name.
It's just my name. I didn't deal with it.
I need to know the history of it. I don't, I'm not that interested. It's just my name.
Well, it's still cool. I like it. I like knowing where it came from, and I like the candy floss kind of aspect to it. Kind of makes me think that you were going to be like kind of like candy VTuber, more of it like.
Yeah, I think a lot of people expected that, and I actually had a crossover with an energy drink company a few years back where my drink was candy floss flavor, so it was Dandy Floss's candy floss, and it was a good opportunity for it. Sadly, I'm not partnered with them anymore, but it was, you know, it was fun.
Yeah, that's so cool. I like that. I like that. Well,
I do prefer it when people call me Dandy instead of Floss, because it's like, you know, you're not gonna abbreviate like somebody's name to the second half. Like if someone's called Jessica, you're not gonna call them Ika.
Yeah.
You're gonna call them Jess.
Jess.
Like it's not. You're not gonna. Yeah.
I'm guessing you have personal reactions to this. People have called you.
Some might because
Floss.
like Jonathan, you could abbreviate to Nathan, I guess. But like I don't know. It's personal preference. But like I don't like being called Floss.
You know what? I understand that completely.
I prefer Dandy.
Well, we'll call you Dandy. Well, Dandy, I appreciate you. Is this your birthday?
It was my birthday last Tuesday.
Oh, well, happy late birthday. I did not know.
Thank you very much.
Of course, I hope you had a great time, great old time.
I did. I had a big birthday collab, not on the day, and then on the day I played some Elden Ring Night Rain with chat, which was nice.
That's always good. I hope you had plenty of cotton candy with you as well.
I wish.
If only. So one other thing I want to talk about is more about your VTuber. Tell us a lot about the VTuber kind of side of things. Because the next question is actually telling us a little bit about your lore and backstory.
Oh, so the lore kind of like developed its own thing because when I started streaming, like I said, I didn't really have like a long-term plan. I initially used a 3D model that I bought online from booth.pm, just like a website that you can just buy 3D assets. And I didn't like that it was a publicly available model because I would often see it used in other places not related to me.
Yeah,
mostly in posters in VR chat, but also somebody started streaming with it on TikTok, I think.
Oh no.
And I would occasionally get people send me messages like pictures or like screenshots or links to them being like, hey, is this you? And I'm like, no. So I had to find a place to get my own design. And it was around like end of 2020, shortly after HoloLive English debuted, because I've been streaming longer than HoloLive English has been a thing.
What?
I'm so proud of that. It's one of my like small like victories.
I was English VTuber before they were popular.
Exactly. Like so many people were inspired by HoloLive when like they debuted the English generation. Like I still remember how many new streamers there were, like how many new VTubers there were around like September, October. And it was crazy, a massive boom of them. But I realized that you could have a lot of fun by having a character, like an actual story. You can have, you know, things that you can do with it. So it was around that time where I wanted to get my own one anyway. And I was like, okay, I like my model. I don't want to change it too much. But I want to lean more into the nautical side of things that this model kind of implies. So let's make a sailor model. So I got a friend to come up with an actual sailor design, and I decided to go for a cruise ship captain. That was my first one in lore. I had my own ship called the VMS Litterbox. VMS stood for Virtual Motor Ship. Was the name behind that. Because, you know, people might say the HMS and like Her Majesty's ship or His Majesty's ship nowadays. Like, nope, I'm not related to that.
Nope, not related.
Virtual Motor Ship will do. And I've got a story about this design actually. Do you want to hear this?
All right.
I didn't have a fully fleshed out reference sheet. It was mostly like a sketchy design to start with. And I applied for a 3D model with the intention of like, if I got accepted, I would get the artist to fully complete the reference sheet, be done with it, like, and then actually get the model from them. What I didn't realize was the way that this person accepts their commissions, they review them publicly on stream in front of over 1,000 people.
Oh.
And because my reference sheet wasn't finished, he called it ugly, he called it bad, he called it oily, because it was just like blocky colors rather than like proper shading. And he said it's not good and just straight up rejected it. And I didn't know this until somebody in a different Discord server pinged me and said, "Is this your design that someone's talking about right now?" And then sent me a link to the YouTube. I was like, what the fuck? No,
Yeah.
wait, shit, you're not meant to see this yet. So it was meant to be a surprise for my viewers. And I was just completely insulted the whole time. Like, nothing good to say about it. And I like, even though he declined it on stream, I messaged him following up saying, "This is incredibly unprofessional.
Yeah.
I'm going to retract my request from this. And, you know, screw you. You've absolutely leaked this in front of everyone." He just straight up slandered me. His excuse was that he didn't have like professional or like proper art training, so he didn't have the language available to him to be able to describe what was wrong, which is
what?
kind of pathetic, honestly.
Yeah, that's a terrible excuse.
You don't say this design is bad in front of so many people. You just say, "Oh, that's not my thing," you know.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you're not someone else. So,
well, like, to me,
I didn't get a model from this guy.
Yeah, okay.
But somebody in those over 1,000 people watching it liked it enough that they reached out to me and offered to make me a 3D model for me. He'd never done VTuber models, but he had made 3D like statues, just stationary statue characters. And he was interested in trying to make an actual VTuber model. And he liked my design enough to reach out and offer to make it with me. And, you know, there's a lot of back and forth for a couple of months. You know, he was quite new to like rigging and how the weight painting works. Like, often if I twisted my hand in the wrong way, the elbow would shrink, like just kind of like pinch in.
Oh, yeah.
You know when you twist a balloon, it kind of like pinches inside the middle like that. It would do that in all the joints. So we had to figure all this out. And eventually I got this actual, my first custom 3D model, which was, it had some quirks with it. It wasn't perfect, but it was nice to have my own design. And I had it for a while, and I actually got a friend to update the textures for it and some of like the size of some of the things. Like, I think the feet were really long and flat, so got those kind of like, you know, fixed up to be a bit more realistic and fix up the textures. And I loved that design. It was, I think about that model very fondly, because it was it felt a lot. It meant a lot to me.
Yeah, I love that.
And I kind of didn't have a lot of lore at the time. I was just a cruise ship captain having a lot of fun. You know, I'd call my viewers my passengers, that kind of thing. It was really nice. And I eventually decided, let's get another model. You know, that's what everyone likes to do. So I decided to go for my shore leave outfit. I had a. Should I send you some models, some pictures of these actually?
Yeah, send it to me.
So I do have pictures.
While she does that, I do want to mention that like it's crazy how like that guy was just like showed off all these designs and critique them, say that I don't like this one, I don't like this one. I was like, one, you should be saying to whoever's like showing you the pictures that, hey, I'm gonna be streaming this and letting people all this see. Do I get your permission? It sounds like he did not say anything at all that he was doing that, and he pretty much just came out of nowhere. And
pretty much
like,
did, yeah.
And like, come on.
It turns out that like a lot of people in the 3D artist community hated this guy, and like, you know, he's been cancelled over multiple other things on top of my thing.
So it's a good thing you didn't have him work on your stuff. It's a good thing.
Yeah, it was like, I mean, it would have been nice to have one of his like higher quality models, but I don't think it's worth it. You know, when you're working with that kind of person, I'd rather have something from a nice person. So yeah, left to right, my first model, second, third, and my current one.
That's so cool. You definitely
Yeah.
you definitely was super like innocent, and then you became like the first mate kind of thing. But then you became a little bit more tenured. You became a little more
Bit more
lax,
rebellious.
a little rebellious, and now you're literally
Yeah.
a villain.
It's really funny that like the size difference for me, because that first one, even though it's still already tiny, it was actually smaller than that.
Oh, it was even smaller.
That's actually
Tiny.
scaled up a little bit. That's actually a little bit bigger.
Wow, you were a tiny little one. You were a little bit of a baby. You were a child.
I actually think that it's not necessarily because like the design was short. It's because like 3D modelers don't necessarily stick to the same scale when they're making their models.
Makes sense.
So this one's actually really tall compared to most other models. Like I think my second and third designs are much more average in size. So this one's actually just really tall compared to what people do in general. So yeah, the first one I bought online as a pre-made model. Second one, that's the one with the updated textures of my second design. And then the third one there is my streetwear design. I was like, you know what, let's leave the ship behind for now, and this is what I would look like if I went on shore. So it's still kind of similar. You can see the colors. I actually had a reference to playing Beat Saber on this one because the headphones are blue and red. Those are that's the side that the blocks are on, and like the colors of the handles of the swords that you use in the game.
That's the point where you got your hat to be red and blue too, right? You want to keep on that little design color.
Sort of. Like I didn't quite lean into it that much. It was mostly because just like it was just a really nice color.
good stuff.
I haven't really kept it's still good. But I really liked that streetwear design, but it felt not quite right because I was still trying to be a cruise ship captain, but it felt so not related to ships in any way. Like it's just streetwear.
Yeah.
Like there's very little things to do on there with being nautical. Like it has a compass. That's about it. I had that model debut in 2022, and within a couple of months, I started working on this design. And I had this one I was working on for over 2.5 years. This one went through a lot of iterations. So I can show you some work in progress shots, actually.
Ooh,
I have very old pictures of the design.
really cool. Yep, we went from baby floss to monster floss.
Mummy floss is usually what I'm called
mommy
nowadays.
floss. Okay, there you go. Well, I definitely see that different things not only got taller, but things grew a little bit from all the different stages as well. So like,
here was the first concept of this design. I really wanted to have the giant water hands and the water hair. That was a big deal for me. The claws.
ooh, I like it. I like it. You always kept it with the cat aesthetic. You like cats. I see that. I like that.
I've always been a cat. I've always been a white-haired cat.
Nice.
I like having that as very consistent. But the giant like water head over the top,
Yeah.
definitely wanted to get rid of that. Like it felt very weird.
I do.
I got very inspired by some other video games for this kind of aesthetic. I think it would be good if I wasn't a streamer in particular. I think it would be a good like a fighting game character or something.
Need Dandy
but as
in
a
a
streamer,
fighting
it's a bit
game.
too much.
Need Dandy in a fighting game now.
Yeah.
Gotta have it.
Exactly. I've got the giant hands for it. I can punch. Get me in a fighting game. I'd love that.
Get her in a fighting game, guys. Make it work. Make it work.
I don't play fighting games, but I'd love to be in one.
Yes, do it.
So that design evolved into it was
There's a Hollow Live fighting game out there. I can't remember what it's called, but it was like the
that's
Hollow
true.
Live fighting game. I feel like the same person
Yeah.
should make like an indie like VTuber fighting game and have a whole bunch of different like smaller VTubers on there.
That would be fun.
But then also have like special guest characters like Zentreya,
Yeah.
or like Shy Lily also going there every now and then.
Exactly.
That'd be cool.
I'm not on the scale of them, unfortunately, so
But
I don't think I'd
still,
be considered for that kind of
It'd be
project.
cool.
But it would be nice.
It'd be cool to see you on
would be
there.
very
I
cool.
can see like the images because I think of like like Guilty Gear, you know, like kind of
Yeah,
like aesthetics
exactly.
and like animations. I can see you be this really cool, like watery cat person. You know, I believe you.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be a lot of fun. So, like, eventually the design actually started getting some outfits, and the idea was being a kind of like it wasn't really necessarily a pirate to start with, but it was going to be like a drowned sea captain that has been dragged to the bottom of the ocean by the spirit of the tides and infested with it. And so that's still my lore. I've still been my ship was dragged to the bottom of the ocean, and I was infested with the spirit of the tides, which is where, you know, the monstery hands parts come from. That's where the water hands
I love how
come
you
from.
snap your fingers. That's how you summon it too.
Yeah. It's who this is as well, by the way.
Your voice changes too. That's so cool.
Good to be here.
Yeah, that's
So
good.
it's nice to have that kind of like combination of like it's got parts of my old designs, and it's like moved on to this new character that's been a lot of fun, because my ship was dragged to the bottom of the sea, mistakenly thinking that I was a crew member of an old pirate ship.
Oh,
That I was in my lore, I was captured by pirates as a child and raised on the ship. And once I found out where I came from, I took revenge on the captain that captured me, and I escaped. I fought him. I stole his, I think it was his coat and his boots, and I escaped. And he's trying to hunt me down. I'm trying to hunt him down so that we can actually finally finish each other off. But the spirit of the tides has beef with him as well. So we're trying to, you know, the spirit thought that I was a member of the crew, so attacked me, tried to drown me, realized I wasn't actually part of that crew anymore. So we're working together to try and hunt him down. His name is Captain Barkstrom. So we're trying Barkstrom. It was a ship full of dogs.
Oh, it's a dog with his cat. Ah, I
Yep.
love it. That's so funny.
I actually have a 2 chapters of a lore comic
Oh.
drawn by the person that drew these designs that I've just shown you. He drew 2 chapters of a fan lore comic, explaining like the backstory of like growing up on the ship, in like some adventures on there, where my chat mascot Frederick comes from. He's a seagull that hangs out with me. So those were fun. Sadly, he's kind of fallen off the face of the internet, and I think that like I've only got those 2 chapters. He was meant to do a full lore comic explaining like me going from my streetwear outfit into this one. We had like some pages. Here is I can send you a couple of the pages here.
That's
Like
cool. That's
work in
cool.
progress.
Ooh, some sneak peeks. Is that what this is? Sneak peek?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can
Sneak
see.
peeks.
You guys get some nice little sneak peeks. I don't know if you already showed this to chat, but let's see.
I think I've shown them in some places, but this is I don't show them often because, you know, they're not finished, and the
So,
artist isn't really
unlike that
around much
one
anymore.
guy who like saw unfinished stuff and criticized it, I think it looked great. I think it looks amazing.
It's amazing. I love his artwork. It's fantastic. I've got a couple of other pages. I don't have to show the whole lot, but
Yeah.
it's amazing, and I
So
love his work.
cool. So cool.
Yeah.
Apparently,
the spirit of the kites took a form of the cat, which
so
is
cool.
why I've got the monstrous features. 'Cause we've essentially
ear-
combined.
even omnipotent gods of the ocean makes mistakes sometimes.
Exactly. I was going to
that's-
say they're only human, but they're not.
Yeah, they're only gods. They're only gods, I guess.
They're only gods.
But it's still
Typical.
cool. It's still, I guess they just don't like cats. They just don't. They're not cat people.
They do like dogs.
They're not- I guess they just don't like animals. They don't like pets. They're not pet people. Well, maybe they like birds.
They're not pet people. But like the comic was going to be so cool because like I would have giant water hands reach out of the ocean and like grab my ship and drag it down. And it was just like, I would love to have been able to show that. We had so many cool work in progress things, but maybe someday we can do it. But it's been
one
almost
day.
2 years since I debuted this design, so I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
Well, hopefully one day. Hopefully one day we can do. And now you just got me an
Hopefully one
idea
day.
of a really cool like fatality or finisher where like the character is like knocked out on the ship and you hands raises over and grabs them. Oh, man,
that would be so cool.
Right? Oh,
Yeah.
Man, he's giving me ideas. I just love it.
Exactly.
Kate was saying that I thought the sea was just being homophobic,
Homophobic.
but you were just making out on your ship. They were just making out on your ship.
Oh yeah. You know, or jealous and just wanted to bring me down so they could join in.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I love it. Making out on a ship. Ayo.
Ayo.
Of course,
Happens more
Moi
likely than
Moi
you-
will come up. Moi Moi. Moi Moi is a
Happens more often
cloud.
than you think.
Storm cloud VTuber.
May have seen you passing by overhead.
Yep. You've caused quite a disturbance on this lovely lady's voyage. I'm guessing.
How dare you?
How dare you? But I like this lore. I like the lore. It gives me ideas. It gives me ideas of want to do things. And I love how you are like expanding the lore. Because one of my favorite things I love hearing about VTubers and them talking about the lore is the fact that there's continuation. Like the things that can go for it. You and your communities can help build the actual lore for you and come up with things, you know? When I hear like lores from other people, again, there's nothing wrong with what they do. If they want to have that lore be finished and already done when they're streaming, that's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I always love it whenever there's like a start of a lore, and then as you and your community starts to build up that lore, it starts to build up into the actual stream. You guys have like events that pop up that like goes and connects with the lore. It's so cool. I love that kind of
I'd
interaction.
love to do more with that kind of thing. It would be fun. I do actually have an upcoming design, a new outfit, new design look. And I don't actually have a lore reason for it. It's just really cool.
It's just really cool.
I'm
Okay,
gonna come
nothing wrong
up
with
with
that.
something for it. It still ties into this.
Okay.
It's still into this, but I need to come up with a reason for it because it's not super drastic, but it is a bit of a change. I like being one of those people where like I've been a streamer for like, you know, I've been a VTuber for 6 years. I've seen a lot of people come up with designs and then they abandon the design and they change their name and they just completely rebrand and and it's really hard to keep track of people that they no longer look the same. They have a different name, and I just lose track of who they were. I've lost quite a few friends that way because I don't know who they are anymore. Like I don't know what they're doing. So I like having some familiarity between my designs. I've always had blue eyes with yellow rings in them. I've always been a white-haired cat girl. So like, you know, there's some continuation between those. But like I've seen people rebrand from like raccoons to ghosts, or like, you know, from I can't remember what it was. I think it was like a brown cat to a zombie dog or something. Like they go through completely drastic rebrands, and like, yes, it's fun to be able to explore new avenues and to change like things that you're doing with your creativity. But I like that continuation. It feels like I'm kind of building on top of each other rather than just like throwing it away.
No, I like that. I like that because it kind of like no matter what you do, it's still like associated with your brand, and that's the big thing that you need to actually think about when it comes to this kind of stuff. When you come up with different outfits or different like characters for your content, if you are super drastic and change everything, you're pretty much starting over with your brand, and that's some people want to do that, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are trying to build a brand and you change everything, just be aware that there's gonna be a lot of people who's going to pretty much start completely fresh on you and not associate you with anything else. So it's good for you to keep on making like outfits and designs, but still like have association with your previous ones, so they can still connect the branding to it. You know,
like it's a good way to get new eyes on you, because, you know, they might be like, oh, this is a cool new design, and people like shiny new things. So it's a good way to try and like draw in new people that might like this current new thing over the old thing they might not have enjoyed. But again, yeah, it's like you might lose people that might not like that new thing. So like that's true with every like outfit change. Like, you know, there will inevitably be people that don't like what you've done, but the most important thing, like, a word of advice from myself to people who might be thinking about VTubing: just do what you want, do what makes you happy. That's the biggest thing. Like, if you're not happy with your design, with how you look, that's gonna come across more obviously, and like people want to be there for you. And if you're happy and having a good time, then so are they.
Exactly. If you're happy, they're happy because of the social.
Yeah.
Definitely enjoy yourself, have fun, and be creative. Enjoy
Have
your
some fun with
creativity.
it.
Exactly. Blue eyes, white cats. That's what.
Blue eyes,
He
white
was
cat.
Ah.
You know what? For this next bit, I want my coat on.
Oh, I like your coat. It's a good coat. I like this. Cool. Very cool. Very stylish. Very stylish.
This is the coat I stole from Captain Bark's stream.
Ooh. Well, you know what? It looks better on you. I don't even know what the dog looks like,
thank
but it
you
looks
very
so much
much.
better. Of course. Totally
I
not.
had this on my my sailor outfit, my second model,
Oh.
actually. But then I didn't have it on my third one, but I brought it back for this one.
It's almost like you lost it. Maybe you took it back, but then you got it back again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, I love it. It looks way better than the dog VTuber or whoever what that person was. And I'm totally not saying that because you're a monster lady who are very close to me and I don't want to get seawater on my face. Totally has nothing to do with that.
Sure.
Nothing. Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Of course. We actually have our first redeem for our spin the wheel. Actually. Oh,
Ooh, that'd be fun.
yeah. So let's go do a special reading. This is going to be from our lovely Moi Moi. Maybe she will make up from all the stormy weather you guys had before.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Because Moi Moi, it's not her fault. It's not her fault that she accidentally
Of
makes
course.
stormy weather around you.
I see.
I've got nothing. All right, well, let's hear it. This is a very new thing. And as an old school, like, VTuber like myself, you might actually be confused
Okay.
about this question. But apparently, this question is actually really popular in the new, like, generation. Is lemonade
I
a
haven't seen this
juice?
question. I've not heard this question.
Okay, it's new. It's like apparently it's
Yeah.
like a new generation question, and it's super stupid. But is lemonade a juice?
So I do want to clarify what you mean by lemonade, because I believe it's different in America than it is in the UK.
Oh, true. Okay.
Because I believe in America it's literally just lemon juice with like sugar in it or something, isn't it?
Pretty much, it's like so. Like I'm not going to go into too much detail of it, but
Okay.
just common sense. You squeeze lemons into a pitcher, put sugar in it, and you get lemonade, pretty much, right?
Right. So here in the UK, yes, that would be a juice. But what we call lemonade is fizzy carbonated water, essentially, with a bit of flavoring in it. So it would just be carbonated water with a bit of lemon in it, for instance. Here, sometimes you might get cherryade, which will have cherry flavors in it, or like appleade, you'll get apple flavoring in it. In which case, British lemonade is not a juice. That wouldn't be. But what you call lemonade, we would call a juice, because that's just lemon juice with sugar.
So,
'Cause
well,
to us in the UK, if it ends in aid, it implies it's fizzy.
oh, that's interesting. Okay, I never even
So
thought about
it's
that.
some kind of fizzy drink.
Just British people
Yeah.
just like to be different. They like to have all these really cool
Well,
things. They have so
you
much
were
fun.
here first.
You know what? I can't say that.
you guys were us.
Well, at least we're able to say water.
I say water as well.
Yeah, but you
I
say
say
it.
it with
You
the
say,
T.
but you say it the adorable way. We say it the American way. So with the
You say
American-
water. Water.
Well, yeah, I see water and then water.
With a D.
I still love it. It's still good.
You say waiter.
Waiter, yes, waiter. America, yeah. See, we do things in
America.
America. We do talk like Americans. We use freedom,
Oh my God.
like matrix.
Freedom
system.
units.
Yeah, freedom units. Yeah.
I saw someone say that Fahrenheit's good because it's almost like a percentage of how hot it is. And I was like, what? Because water freezes at 32%? Like,
Yeah, but water should freeze at 0. That's what Celsius
Yes.
is, right?
yes,
Yeah.
it's so much more clear.
I remember seeing a video on TikTok of like the history of how it happened, and it was really just some guy
Okay.
wants to be different, and so he made it Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
But like, I still have no idea how to calculate either one. So I just know that
Like-
it's hot when it's above like 90 degrees. Fahrenheit, but I don't know what it is.
I've been starting to learn it because like I have a quite a majority American audience. So every time I complain about how hot it is, I'm like, oh, it's over 30 Celsius. Oh, it's so hot. And then everyone's like, that's below freezing. And I'm like, no, shut up.
No, shut up. We don't like that. No. Yes.
I think 30 is like 87, 88.
What? Wait,
I
wait,
think.
that's crazy. So if 30 Celsius is 80 degrees Fahrenheit, that's pretty
No, it's
crazy.
More, it's the highest. It's almost 90, I think.
Someone, thank you for mathing us right now. He's just like, I'm just going to give these two streamers math right now, which is all kryptonite.
I'll get out of here, Spriggan. I'm not doing that.
I just can't think of this. But yeah, no, 30 degrees.
86. Okay.
So that's I guess that kind of makes sense, 30 degrees lower, which is going to be freezing for Celsius, is just like a normal warm.
30 degrees is hot in Celsius for our
Which is
temperature. 0 degrees
crazy.
Celsius is freezing.
That's so,
freezing temperature of water.
That's so crazy. It's so crazy.
Boiling temperature, so Celsius works by 0 to 100. 0 is the freezing point of water. 100 is the boiling point of water. So, like a hot day in the UK is like 30 Celsius. Like if we go above that, it's almost record breaking sometimes.
It's crazy.
But you sometimes hear of like record breaking temperatures in India that are above 51 Celsius also, which is a very hot. Which is going to be like 110, 120 Fahrenheit, I think.
Yeah,
something like that.
I live in the desert, and it gets up to 120 degrees where I live sometimes in Fahrenheit. So yeah, that's like 50 degrees with you guys.
29,
yeah.
28 Celsius.
Yeah, so like when I saw that 30 is like is our 80s, I was like, holy frick, jeez. That's crazy. That's crazy. I wish things was 30. Actually, it'd be really cold.
I would not be able to live in a desert. Ugh. Oh, I'd evaporate. Ugh.
Dude, I lost a lot of friends who were like, oh hey, I would love to visit you where you live. Oh, I live in this state, and they're like, how about you come visit me?
Maybe not.
Come visit
Maybe
me.
not. Yeah. Definitely.
I don't know. But we do have another spin from Lady. Lady is here. Lady J. Lady J.
Lady J.
Lady J, thank you so much. Let's go get another spin. Maybe we'll get another. Well, so the answer to the original question, apparently the newer generation of people says that the lemonade's not a juice, it's a cocktail.
We would say it's what you say lemonade is. We would call it a juice, but for us, no. Like what we have, we would not call it a juice.
Which makes sense. Like the reason why they say is because they grew up with Google and they answer all their questions through Google. And apparently, if you type in "is lemonade juice" in Google, it says it's not. But then everyone who has common sense here in America, we all like obviously you squeeze lemons, so it's lemon juice.
I've got a cursor on my boobs.
Oh. You're beautiful. I actually don't know where it is. Why do you have a
yours.
cursor? Is it mine?
Yeah.
What? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I just put my. I didn't mean to. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put my cursor out there. I just left it there. I promise, guys. I didn't mean to put it. I don't think anyone else saw it though. Like were you able to see my cursor?
I think it was on the stream. Yeah.
Is it on stream?
Maybe it's not. Maybe it's on Discord.
Hey, good.
Oh, maybe they can't actually. Yeah, it's just
good.
on Discord.
So, guys,
That's
I did not just leave my cursor on her boobs. I promise you. Say so, stream. Obviously, exactly. I will say that it's funny. I will say it's funny that you like move your hand and just your body just shakes like crazy. It's hilarious. It does. Like when you move your hands, it's funny. I have no dog in that question, but let's go. Okay, so another controversial take. Is a taco a sandwich? Have you ever had a taco before?
Oh yeah. Okay. I would say no. Because to me a sandwich is filling between like, yes, I know that like taco shells are like made of the same stuff as bread, but they're not. They're definitely not the same as bread.
Okay.
Like taco bread is completely different to like a loaf of bread.
Yeah, it's a tortilla. It's a
That's the
tortilla.
difference. I would say a hot dog is a sandwich
Oh, hot dog
because
is-
that bun is more similar to the bread of a sandwich. But I don't think a taco is a sandwich because it's too radically different, I would say.
So okay, so the reason why a taco is not a sandwich is because of the material that's used, not the actual like side, like the actual like, kind of thing, right?
I say it's just like the wrap or the container or the shell. It depends, you know. There's
The material,
soft shell,
but yeah,
there's
because it's a
hard
tortilla.
shell
It's like a corn.
yeah, which is not bread.
Yeah.
That is different. So I would say a taco is not a sandwich.
Okay, makes sense. Now, my question to you now is that if a hot dog is a sandwich, would you think like a hoagie is also like a sandwich, or would that be more closer to a taco?
Can you translate what a hoagie is for me?
Hoagie
I'm not
is
American.
like I'm so sorry. Yeah, I don't know these American slangs. I love it. Well, so pretty much what it is that it's hoagie is pretty much like a sandwich, but instead of like the bread separated, it's still connected like a hot dog is. But it still has like meats and veggies and still like stuffed into it. So,
so it's like a slice of bread that's just like folded in half.
yeah, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's a sandwich.
So much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that is.
A lot of people are going to be mad at you for that. Like if this goes out and anyone talks about it, it'll be like crazy.
People have strong opinions about sandwiches. You know, you can have those. Come at me. Twitch.tv/dandyfloss.
Just come at me with my go attack her for your sandwich takes. She will be
Attack
at
me
your
my
fat.
correct opinions.
Correct opinions.
I'm sorry for being hot and having correct opinions, okay?
I love it. A taco can be a sandwich if you put the meat and fillings between the two burger buns. Is a taco a pie?
Anything between slice of bread is a sandwich to me.
What about a burrito?
That's the same as a taco, essentially.
So is a burrito a taco?
Yeah. Yes.
Whoa.
I'd say a burrito is a soft shell taco.
Whoa.
I'm not gonna lie.
That's really controversial right there. Whoa.
Here's a controversial, uncultured take. I don't know the difference between a soft shell taco and a burrito.
What? What do you mean you don't know it? What is obviously
I don't know
a
the
wrap
difference.
is like wrapping up the entire like meat content and you can hold the
Yeah.
whole thing. While a taco is just one like tortilla that you just fold. So it's kind of like the same thing with
Is
a
that not
hoagie.
what a burrito does?
No.
Is that, like, do you not like wrap it around
You wrap
with
the
a
whole
burrito?
thing. You wrap the whole thing.
So a taco is an open burrito.
Yeah. Kind of. My
So
brain's blowing up right now.
What's the difference then?
Okay, so I might have to send you some pictures then. So like I'm gonna show you some pictures of what a taco looks like and what a burrito looks like. So a taco,
It's an unfinished wrap. Ooh.
it's kind of it's unfinished wrap. It's kind of like hi Samuel. It's
So
a
they're basically the same.
no. So like a taco is just one tortilla that is open, kind of like the thing. But with a burrito, it's usually one or two burrito, like giant like tortillas. You put all the meat inside of it and you wrap it into like a fine like thing, and you can hold that all sides and eat it from the top. But a taco, you kind of
Can you
have
not
to
do
eat
that
it.
with a taco?
But yeah, but you have to eat it on the side, and you can
But,
only
like, if
eat it
it's a
one way.
soft shell taco, do you not like wrap it around everything as well?
You're not wrong.
It's just open at both ends compared to being closed on one. Because
it's open on
every
three
time I have a
ends.
burrito, it's a single tortilla. Like
It's open on three
it's not.
ends. So the top and the
Really?
sides. Yeah. So top and
Oh
side.
my god, I'm showing how uncultured I am.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna show you what a taco looks like. Okay, this is what a taco
Sure.
looks like. I'm gonna show her.
Hi,
what-
Samuel.
Also, Samuel, freaking love his design. I've been meaning to get him on my show. Many years of him showing me his design, but we've never been able to get something together. So one day you will go on.
I did a ranking stream a few months ago of like ranking people, like what jobs they would be on on a pirate ship. Samuel submitted it to me. So that's a hard shell taco, isn't it?
No, yeah, that's hard shell. Okay, let me see it. Let me get your soft shell.
Or is that? I think that's a soft shell one.
It's a hard shell. That is a hard shell.
The third one. That looks like it's a soft shell one.
Oh wait.
Because like the two on the left are hard shell ones. I think that third one is a soft shell.
Yeah. So yeah, the one on the far end is the soft.
I'm gonna show this on the stream just so people know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Give me a second.
So
and this is
that's just an. Okay, so it's got slightly different fillings.
They should usually be the same.
Okay, so the difference is whether it's open or closed.
Well, yeah.
So if the fillings are the same and is made out of the same kind of wrap.
This is a taco, guys. This is what a taco looks like. This is a typical taco. It's open on three ends. You hold it kind of like you hold it like on the side, and you eat it kind of onto the side of your mouth. You eat it kind of the side.
But if you were to fold that over and seal it, that's now a burrito.
But it'd be so hard to do that because you can't really wrap it because there's so much.
Why
There's
would
a lot
it be
more
hard?
feeling.
Because you do it in the same way that you do a burrito.
Well, the burrito.
You just have a little bit less filling.
Well, with the burrito, which I'm about to show you guys what a burrito looks like.
If the issue is the quantity of the filling, then there's nothing different with the ingredients.
The ingredients
It's
are not
just the preparation
same.
method.
It's just the preparation. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So they're identical.
You're not wrong. The ingredients are everything same. But
it's like saying, is a square a rectangle? Yes, a square is a rectangle, but a rectangle's not a square. Like they're the same.
There's a lot of Hispanic people will be mad at you right there because they want to see them as two separate things.
But like, I don't see a difference.
It's kind of like saying like a sub sandwich is very similar to a hot dog. Because they still have both meats in the middle of the buns,
yeah.
But one is processed differently than the other, you know. But they're still using the same kind of material, so that's how like comparison kind of feels like.
I suppose I can see that, yeah. So like, I would be upset if I asked for a sandwich and I was given a hot dog. Yeah. I would be upset by that because like the fillings are different. But you're saying that soft shell tacos and burritos have very similar ingredients. So I don't see the difference.
If you were asked for tacos and you got a burrito, you wouldn't complain.
If I asked for a soft shell taco and I got a burrito, I wouldn't be upset, I think. But like if I expected like a hard shell taco, then it would be different.
That's true. Okay. I see your point. Very logical. I like it. There's going to be a lot of people in the food community who might be a little bit mad at you for that. You better put up your flags.
I'm not a chef. Okay?
Yep, exactly. You'll be going to war and watch. You're going to see a lot of people coming up to you, and you'll be like, "Who is this next opponent of my side?" They'll have all these flags. Is like all food related.
Yeah, I think more importantly, before being a pirate, I'm also British. And we famously have pretty shitty food.
Come to America next time. We'll hook you up some good food. We'll hook you up.
Come to Britain. We'll serve you a plate of brown with brown.
Oh, great. I love to have the beans with beans and spam, right?
Fish fingers and chips.
Oof, love it.
Side of baked beans. Lovely.
So delicious.
Exactly.
Going back to what Chad was saying, because they are also in a really nice debate on everything. What if you make a taco out of bread? That'd be interesting. Is a bread bowl a sandwich? Have you ever had a bread bowl before?
I haven't, but I've seen them.
Yeah, they're like giant. It's like a giant loaf, but then there's like soup and like food inside of it.
It's dug out, isn't it? It's kind of like scooped out, and then there's soup inside it. I would not say that's a sandwich because that's liquid inside. You wouldn't necessarily have like that much runny liquid inside a sandwich. You wouldn't try to hold soup between two slices of bread. That's a bad idea. Like if you have a bowl of soup and you dip some bread in it, Does that make it a sandwich? Like, no.
Exactly. If you said that, I was going. I was like, what?
No. I was gonna. It's got a bowl of soup. You're gonna put 2 slices of bread in it, and that's now a sandwich.
I can see the restaurant be like, hey, I want, like, why'd you give me this bowl of soup? I wanted, a sandwich. And he just puts the bread on the soup. It's just sandwich.
Yeah, that's not a sandwich to me.
The sealed bowl, the lid is like a saran wrap. If you eat enough of a burrito so that it's longer entire wrapped, does it no longer entire wrapped? Does it become a taco?
I mean, I
Your
guess.
definition is. Your definition is
Like,
that
if you have a sealed burrito and you bite the top of it and the sealed end of it open, that's just essentially a soft shell taco at that point, right?
like, that's what you say. I still want to say the 2 different things.
I think I could like if I could prepare my own and like demonstrate that, like, okay, they're using the same ingredients, one's open to start with, the other's sealed, but I'm gonna open it. Is that now the
So like I feel like it's definitely done. Someone mentioned the preparation. It's all about the preparation. Because with the taco, the tortilla is very small, and usually you stuff as much as possible on top of it, and when you hold it, you eat like that. If you try to make it into a burrito, you would have to either eat a lot of the containing parts of it so that it has enough room to be folded in, and you wouldn't be able to make it into a burrito. Yeah, there's so much
like
content.
Such a slim difference there, though, because it's the same materials, it's just prepared slightly differently.
Well, it makes sense because when the
and by prepared, I mean how much filling it's got, and if it's closed, like that feels like such a narrow definition to me.
Well, like if you think of it like
personally.
this, no, I got you, and I see your point, because if you think about it, like Mexican culture makes tacos and burritos, and they pretty much the way they make it is they're very similar because that's that culture. They want to make some similar meal.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Japanese culture, where like a onigiri, which is like a rice with meat inside of it, is just like sushi where there's meat on top.
Top of the hour, and we're discussing a certain has-been who has
Red Raider, hello, Red Devil, hello. Good
Did
stuff.
anybody know? Tonight's
You're playing
program.
World of Tanks, so I hope you had a great time with it. Thank you so much for coming in and introducing your amazing community over to us. My name is Tricko. We are doing a fun little VTuber interview with our lovely Dandy Floss over here. How about you introduce yourself to the lovely Raiders here at home?
Oh yeah, I'm Captain Danny Floss, cursed pirate captain VTuber, and it's lovely to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, it's great to have you. Thank you so much for coming in. If you guys have the raid and run, totally understand. Go get some drinks, go get some snacks, get some rest. If you guys do decide to stick around, I really appreciate it. Hi, Tricko, Danny Floss. You always pick amazing people. Oh, thank you. I only get the best people to come on my show. Obviously, only the best of the people. I haven't had a single bad person to come on my show. So I'll go continue this line. And who is the best pirate VTuber I've ever had in my entire time here?
Also, the simultaneously the worst.
What? No, you're only the best. Only best. You're the only best.
Only the best.
Only the best pirate
If I'm the
VTuber
only
I've
one,
ever
that
had.
means I'm also
Oh.
the worst.
Well, you don't have to mention
That's what I'm
that
saying.
part. You don't even... Rain and Run. Sorry, I can't stay. Take care, Red Devil. Thank you so much for introducing me. We were just talking about how we're in a very fun debate with food. Which, now that I think about it, having a debate with food with someone from like England is hilarious to me, because last time I had a conversation like this, we also had a debate with someone who were arguing to me about pancakes.
Okay.
So like pancakes is like these giant like thick patties of like stuff. While in your like culture, they're very thin. They look more like crepes and like little plates, you know. Like I would use
we call
your
the thick ones American pancakes.
exactly. Like, I would use your pancake as a plate to put stuffed like pancakes on top of it, and then use it.
When we do pancakes, yes, we do the thin ones, because then we do what, like, you do like a burrito or a taco, I guess.
I love this. It's all circle. It all falls
The
up.
continuation, yeah, you put some, like, it's usually like either like lemon juice and sugar, and or like Nutella. That's a really good one. That's my favorite.
We put
maybe
maple
some, like,
syrup
yeah,
on ours and butter.
Yes,
A
maple
lot of
syrup's a
butter.
good one. I like Nutella and strawberries. That's my favorite. Those are good ones. But yeah, they are essentially crepes. But like even then, I think crepes are even thinner than what we do as pancakes. Because I've been to France a few times, and like I've had French crepes, and they are much thinner than we have as pancakes. But they're
Have you
not as
had-
thick as yours.
Yeah, ours is like the definition of a cake. We
I know.
make it
I have
thick.
had American pancakes. They are very
Thick.
fluffy, and like they feel very very sweet, and very like very filling, like just a single one. I like our ones because you get to have more of them. They're very thin, and you could just put a bit more like
More stuff.
filling on them, and then you get to enjoy more of them.
You'd be
You don't have
surprised
to
how
have-
much Americans can eat, though, because like you might think that makes it so
That's
that you
true.
eat less, but no, Americans sees that as a challenge, and they try to get more. They eat a
Just
lot.
think of how many more pancakes you could have if they were much more thin, okay?
Well, see, that's
Yes, you can eat a lot of it, but imagine how much more you could have if they were thinner.
well, like that's
That's what
like.
I'm saying.
Have you ever had those like Oreos that are thin Oreos?
Yeah.
Like the idea is that you could have more Oreo because they're thinner,
Yeah.
but you just have the same amount, if not more, because you think it's smaller.
Exactly. That's what it is with
But it's
our
not
pancakes.
actually. But it's not. Ah, I love it. It's so great. It's so great. All right. So, Ringtail, thank you so much for coming by. We'll do your spin in a second. I do want to move on to another question that we're going to have really quickly,
Yeah.
because we can talk about food all day. We can talk about food all day.
We could, but there's other things to talk about as well.
Exactly. So let's get back into it. What is some actually, no, sorry, we're on the third question actually. What do you bring to the VTuber community that helps you stand out? One.
Oh, so
really
I
good
play
question.
a lot of Souls games. Is my latest obsession. I've done a lot of Elden Ring. I do a lot of Night Rain. That's what I like to do the most. But I've been doing a lot more variety as well. And like I like doing a lot of Magic the Gathering. I like to do some other card games. I think this question in particular is quite difficult for me because I have not, I wouldn't say a problem with it, but I find that there is no singular VTubing community. Not anymore. When I started, there were a lot fewer VTubers. Everyone kind of knew each other. And like, there's just so many VTubers now. You can't have a singular VTubing community. Like, we develop our own communities around ourselves with our friends. Like, we don't have just because somebody else VTubes, I don't have much in common with them necessarily. Like, yes, it used to be that way because there weren't as many of us. But like, the question being, what do I bring to the VE community? I don't know, because it's like saying, what do I bring to my where I live's community? It's like, just because I live near someone doesn't mean I know them, doesn't mean I'm contributing to the same things that they are. Like, I don't necessarily resonate with the same people just because we're VTubers.
No, I like it.
They're-
This
they're-
makes sense.
Yeah.
Like VTubing community, when I say it, it is mostly just pockets of different VTubing communities, because VTubing is this giant melting pot
Yeah.
of a whole bunch of different communities all smushed together. So you're right. The question is kind of weird because, like, well, how would I stand
Yeah.
out of a community that I would be part of? I'm part of my own community, so I wouldn't really be trying to stand out in other communities. I guess if I could like make it the question a little bit different, I would make it as like, how do you stand out in representation of yourself as a content creator who uses a virtual model compared to other content creators who also use similar kind of styles of like Elden Ring and like those kind of pirate side of things.
Yeah, because like, it's almost like saying, like, what do you bring to the face camming community? Like, it's not quite the same thing, is it? So I think I stand out by, like, I like it being, in particular, a 3D VTuber that has a lot of interactivity with chat. I have a lot of things that I like to do. I have like dances, I have redeems, I have things that I can do with my chat. and I've been using the program I use for my VTubing is called Warudo, and it's incredibly powerful. It's almost like a game engine at this point, and in fact, I have actually developed. It's almost like a game in it where I can battle somebody in a it's like a turn-based combat system.
That's cool.
Where chat gets to vote for the moves that the raider gets to use, and then I have to respond and do my own moves. And we have health bars, we have animations.
That's so cool.
We have there's like so many like it took me a while to figure it out, and it's got a lot of interaction, and it's really fun to do. There's like ultimate moves that unlock when someone's below a certain amount of health, like that kind of thing. And it's like I feel quite proud that I'm able to do that kind of thing, and it stands out quite a bit. But like again, it's hard for me to say. Do I stand out on places like Twitter and Blue Sky? I don't know, because I had to restart my Twitter account.
Oh no! Oh.
Which sucks. I got shadow banned, and everything I posted was marked as adult materials.
What? I've heard of
just
that.
Screenshots of other things. Yeah, like I was no longer gaining any traction. I got over 12,000 followers and had to abandon the account. And I'm only back up to like 4,500 on this new one. So I've
still really
lost,
good.
6 years of growth on that account.
Oof. I'm so sorry.
But
Fucking
it
algorithms.
was about 5 years of growth when I abandoned the account. So yeah.
Dang. Well, I'm sorry for your loss on that, but hey, you learned a lot, and to show that you already gained 4,000 from starting a new account, it shows that you had a lot of experiences of what to do with your new account, where you're able to grow. So that's always nice.
Yeah. And I made new connections, lost some others, but it happens. I actually kind of prefer posting on Blue Sky nowadays. The only things that really do well on Twitter are like thirst traps and like bait posts, that kind of thing. Whereas if I actually make a genuine post about something I'm thinking of, something that I actually want to talk to people about, Blue Sky is much more available for that, because there's a lot more genuine interaction on Blue Sky. Twitter's good for big number posts that are very silly and not they're good at getting eyes on you, but they're not necessarily good for having that interactivity and actual connection.
True.
So they both platforms have
pros and cons.
Their own upsides. Yeah. Also, Twitter's very hateful.
Yeah. I if I wasn't still growing as a content creator, I would definitely like dip out of Twitter and just like go all over and stuff like that. But just because I'm still growing and still want to keep on growing, I still have to keep on using Twitter, because it is like the biggest social media.
I've thought about it so many times about leaving it. It's like I've had so many opportunities open up to me because I responded to something on Twitter.
Yep. Like this right here.
There are things that happen. Exactly. There are things that happen exclusively because you noticed a post on Twitter, or somebody added you, or somebody messaged you, and like it's still really important for that. So I don't want to abandon the platform, because like I would lose out on those opportunities. But I would sure as hell not miss the shitty Nazi asshole site.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you. I totally agree. But hey, let's change the subject a little bit, and let's go to our next spin the wheel with Ringtail, who actually is a thief VTuber. She's a ferret. Oh no, she's an otter. Otter, not a ferret. I'm so sorry, Ringtail. You're a otter VTuber. And not another food question. Do you host any community nights with your fans? It sounds like you do. With like mini boss fights. That sounds so sick.
Well, that's not necessarily like a big like community night thing. I do play Night Rain with chat on stream sometimes. I'll like, I've got quite a few regulars that are really good at the game, and they'll carry me.
Nice.
But we also have movie nights in Discord. I play Magic the Gathering with chat sometimes as well in Discord, which is nice. So I don't necessarily do really big events on stream. They're usually just like some games I like to play, or things in Discord.
I like that. Well, that's always good to look out for. So if you go join her community, there's some really cool community nights. I like that. Cool. Next question for you. That is, what is some projects that you're looking forward to? Or maybe something you'd like to talk about, or some games you're looking forward to?
So, projects. Well, other than my new outfit coming out,
Which we're looking forward to, which should be sick.
it's gonna be a few months away still. I just had the design finished today.
Ooh, so
Excited
cool.
for. It's gonna be very cool. I've explained this to chat before that like all of my other models have all been uniquely modeled from different artists. But for this one, I have the base model for this one. Base model is basically just like I'm naked. Like there's no clothes, there's no like design features. It's just the base model. And I have that for this one. So it would be much easier for me to get a new outfit, get a new design if it's just over the top of an existing model.
Oh yeah, that makes
so it should be cheaper, should be a bit quicker, and much for me personally, really importantly, more recognizable because the face is still the same, the face structure is the same. Like between all my models, the face structure's changed a lot. So having one that's still the same will be really nice. I'm so hyped for this one.
I'm so excited for
so
you.
cool.
It sounds really cool. It sounds really
Oh my
sick.
god, I've had. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I will say, I feel like my previous designs, including this one, have almost been under-designed. They're very simple. They don't have like tons of little fiddly features that a lot of like 2D models will have. You might see a lot of very fancy 2D models that dress up tons. I've never really had that until now.
Ooh, well, I'm looking forward to it. Definitely let me know. I will be looking out for it. I'll be looking out for it when it actually comes out.
It's gonna
So
be
cool.
very fun.
Go check her out. Go check her out, guys. Awesome. Well, that's so cool. I like to see that. I like to see these cool projects. Any games you're looking forward to? I feel like Fable would be like a game that you might like.
I've never played a Fable game actually.
I think you might like it. I would recommend you trying it. It is nothing to do with
Yeah.
Elden Ring, but it kind of has a
Okay.
similar fantasy aesthetic as like Magic the
Yeah.
Gathering. I think you would like a piece of that.
I could give it a go. I played a lot of Windrose. Now it's in
Ooh,
early
okay.
access, so
I feel like
I've
that.
actually completed the early access. So I'm looking forward to the final release of that, where there'll actually be like completed story, hopefully some more features. Because I have finished the main quests in it, and it abruptly ends saying to be continued. So I would like to see that through and see what happens with our character, like what happens with the story. But I've done all the quests. I've done a lot of building. I've got this little town. So it's not necessarily like it's a brand new game that I'm going to be seeing, but like it would be nice to continue that. Same with Subnautica 2. I finished the early access of that as well. It'll be nice to play through that as well, because I've played a lot of Subnautica and Below Zero. I really enjoyed those. I think I did 2 playthroughs of the first one, plus another playthrough with crowd control the entire time.
I like it.
God, that was insane. The number of like Reaper Leviathans spawned on me, they no longer scare me because chat spawned them on me so many times. It was really funny. I ended that playthrough by making the Reaper Leviathan redeem like as cheap as possible. Chat spawned so many on me in the shallows that it flung me out of my submarine 6 kilometers away.
Well, that sounds
Like,
scary.
you see the waypoints in distance, like in meters, but from you to the waypoint. And I was flying away in the sky, just watching it go like up into the thousands of meters away. And like even as I was flying, more Reaper Leviathans were being spawned on me as I was flying. And they're just like I could see them dropping down in the sky away from me. So I would. I had tons of fun in
That sounds like a great time. If someone did a clip
so
of that or a
glad
video, I
this
want.
one.
That sounds.
I do have that clip actually. I might be able to find that.
Send it to me. I would love to see it. That sounds hilarious.
Let me see if I can find it. If it should be in.
We need
Check
apparently
out.
chat saying we need a Belantrio 1.1 update. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I would.
Oh, also,
I play a lot of Electro.
Assassin's Creed Black Flag remake is coming out. You're gonna be going to that?
Yeah, I'd love to try that. I have never actually finished an Assassin's Creed game, so I'd love to play that.
This will be up your jam. You can let us know what you like as a pirate yourself. Nice.
I've been
Good.
playing a lot more pirate games, which is fun. I've sent you that clip of the fling. And
I want
stuff
to see it. I'll wait until after the stream though, because I want to see it. So it looks like it'll be hilarious. Cool. Awesome. Well, next question I would like to ask you is we did Raintail's question, right? We did.
Yes.
I don't want to forget about her. What's the thoughts that went into the design of your model? So we did actually talk a lot about your design throughout our interviews so far. You went into really good details of exploration. So you don't really need to go into too much on this question. You already kind of talked about it a little bit. But any kind of fun parts of the design do you like to talk about, or maybe some fun behind the scenes that came into it? You like the hands? I like it.
It's these. These are my favorite thing.
So cool.
I love having these. My giant grippies.
Little grippers.
I can tell you how hard it was to find a 3D modeler that could do this, because it's not as simple as you might think. Because the way that it works in a 3D model is that you have what's called a skeleton, which is, similar to people. You have these bones inside the model that decide what parts of the mesh moves with it. So you'll have a bone in your forearm that says, this is what moves in this way. You have individual finger bones, and they connect to certain meshes to move them. Now, the problem with having an extra set of hands is that you need those bones to relate to different meshes that it doesn't normally do. So, because I've effectively got 4 hands that need to be controlled by the same pair of bones, and it's really tricky to get that to work, and I genuinely don't know how they did it. I'm not a 3D modeler. I have a vague understanding of how it works because I've been a 3D VTuber for so long. So I've looked in the bone structure, how it works in Blender, but this stuff for me is black magic. I don't know how he did it.
That's cool.
The entire reason I got this design is for the hands. I would not have changed the design if I couldn't have had these. So I really struggled finding a 3D modeler that could do it. For so long, I almost gave up and went with a 2D model because it's easier to do that in 2D. Yeah. But then you don't get hand tracking.
Oh no!
Hand tracking is the important part. You can't grab things like I wanted to do. So I did actually get somebody who drew me I didn't actually show this earlier because I didn't go directly from my street outfit to this one. I showed you some of the early concept design for this one, but there was actually another one in between that.
Is it between? I want to see
that did not happen as
you can't easily wave at people unless you get a hotkey. True.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh, this is cool.
So I just sent you that there.
Dang, the abs for days.
I know. It's crazy. So that one felt a bit too over-designed for a 3D model. I got a friend to come up with this design instead, using that one as inspiration. So having access to the hands was really important to me. Yeah, that's the one that was before this one.
Ooh, very cool. I like the blade hands. Claws, and I said abs for days. I love it. It's so cool.
I know. I decided to get rid of the abs.
You know what? I understand. Hey, she wanted to make sure she had those crepes with the Nutella on it, and she has the excuse that you can have multiple of those. So of course the abs might have to go.
Exactly. Oh, I thought you were gonna say you can have your Nutella off my abs instead.
The captain didn't miss ab day. This is the captain that doesn't miss ab day.
I know. So I didn't get this complete for a live 2D model. The art was done, but it was never fully separated into layers for rigging. So sadly, I got very close to having this as my model, but the artist couldn't finish it because she had to move on to other projects that were paying better. And I was
Makes
oh, okay.
I was like, oh shoot,
well,
okay, well,
you're so close to finishing it. I was like, oh, you couldn't just go a little bit further. Okay, fine. So I took this to a different artist friend who turned it into a reference for a 3D model because I managed to find an artist that could do it in 3D, which I'm much more happy with. I am really happy to be a 3D model. Like a 3D VTuber is just like it's way up my alley. I love the features of it. I love being able to actually turn around. You know, it's quite a big deal.
We do rock paper scissors in real life. All we guys did.
Exactly.
You ready?
Rock. On go.
Yeah, on go.
Okay.
Rock,
paper, scissors, go.
Ah, yeah. I that means I win your ship, right? That's how that works, right? Right.
We didn't have stakes.
What do you mean? That's obvious. That's the pirate
agree.
code. The pirate code is that if you lose here, it's rock paper scissors. You know what? You can have the ship. You can have the ship. Totally fine. You can have the ship. Of course. Yeah. No issue at all. I don't even need a ship. Some weeb at the internet. I don't need a ship. Yeah.
Get away from my ship. Have my crew.
Yeah. Let her have the ship. Let her have the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's
Have
good.
it.
Now she turned her hand into water and she rusts out the scissors. Exactly. That's how she won. That's how she won. That's how she won. She won. Water
It
beats
wasn't paper,
scissors
it
all
was a
day.
wave.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a wave.
The wave is a wave.
Yeah, it's not paper.
Yeah. See.
Does this look like paper to you?
Different rules. Obviously. Not the ninth hell. I love it. That's
No,
good.
the Ninth Life was the name of my ship. It was
Oh,
the name
the
of my
Ninth
pirate
Life.
ship.
Oh, because
my,
it's a
my
cat.
chat got to name it.
That's so
Actually,
clever.
They submitted
That's so
they
clever.
submitted names and then chat voted on them, and the Ninth Life was the winning one.
The Ninth Life is a good one. I like that. You guys get
Yeah.
picked out a good. I like that. That was clever. The Ninth.
It's way better than the Litterbox, my old one.
I know. I was like, oh, that'd be funny. Ninth Life actually
have a
sounds
reason
cool.
it was called that. I called it that because it's the place where I make my ship posts.
I love the dad humor. I think it's good.
Dandy humor.
The dandy humor. Yeah, I see the dandy humor. I like these. Good jokes. All right, moving on. So I know we already had a conversation about the VTuber community and how it's kind of like a subsection of different sets of communities. But what's your thoughts on the VTuber community as a whole?
It's a mess.
It's a mess. Yes.
It's just a big old mess of overlapping interests, and there's a lot of bad actors in there, and a lot of people that are fans of people that I don't think are VTubing necessarily for good reasons, and that kind of spreads a lot of hate quite often. It's always felt very childlike, very immature, lots of gossip, a lot of people talking about things in public that should not have gone public. I've seen so many cancellations of people that were just, this could have been an email, this could have been handled in private, this should not have gone public.
Washing out the dirty laundry.
I've had people reach out to me directly saying, hey, this person that you follow on Twitter is a problem, and I'm like, what did they do? And they're like, oh, they were mean to this person. I'm like, do I need to know about
Do I
this?
know that?
Does it actually, okay, you had a problem with them? It's this one interaction. It's I don't know. It's felt very school, back to school. He said, she said, this kind of stuff. But at the same time, I love the creativity of VTubers and VTuber fans. Seeing the way that people get to express themselves. There's so many unique designs, different things going on all the time. I love it. I still think about I still think to this day about there was a trend in 2021 of the VTuber gods that they were
Mythos, right?
Branded. No, not Mythos.
Oh.
No. Way before Mythos. No, 2021, 5 years ago. I'm talking about there was I think Barney the dinosaur was one of them. There was some other ones as well. Some other branded characters that were turned into VTubers, and they were all powerful. Think have you heard of I'm Sorry John? the Garfields, like
Yeah.
corrupted Garfield characters.
Yeah. I do
It was
know
kind
that.
of around that at the same time as that, where they had like very big and corrupted versions of existing characters turned into gods, like VTubers. Like that was really funny. Like there were just loads of really fun expressions of different characters turned into like powerful beings.
Sounds so
I
much
still think
cool.
about those quite often. I think one of my favorite designs I've ever seen as a VTuber, they were a lamp. they were one of these like I've seen two lamps actually. There are two different lamp VTubers. One of them was literally just like a floor lamp with like a light shade, like one of those round ones. And they had a face on them. I can't remember their name, but like they were literally just a floor lamp that they would they would sit in a library and they'd talk about books. And it was really nice.
Aw, that's so cool.
And another one was like one of those almost like a raindrop cat. Like it was a white blob of a cat. I think they're about that kind of size. They're like a real thing, and it's got like 2 dots and a little :3 mouth kind of thing, and it like changes colors. I think I can't remember its name, but it appeared on Iron Mouse's stream once because Iron Mouse liked his design, and like he kind of blew up because of that. And it was literally just like an existing product of a lamp turned into a VTuber model that got featured on Iron Mouse's stream and just like got really popular. They would like sit there and wiggle and be like rainbow colors. I love the creativity that people come up with their designs. It's so much fun. So there are 2 different sides to the VTubing community. One's full of shitheads, the other's full of really creative people.
I like that. You're not wrong. Like again, like I mentioned before, the VTuber community is just a melting pot of a whole bunch of different communities, and it's always rotten eggs in every community, no matter where you go.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, when you put rotten eggs in a melting pot, it will spread throughout the entire like dish.
Yeah.
So like
One
unfortunately,
bad apple spoils the lot.
exactly. So there's a
Yeah.
lot of unfortunately things when it comes to VTuber community, but I still don't want to express that the VTuber community has some amazing, talented people in there, which we should have
Definitely.
more spotlight on when it comes to the arts or the creativities, or how much they are very welcoming to like give out so much free assets to so many people to jump into. That's what I love the most about the VTuber community, is that like being in different kinds of communities, usually there's a lot of like gatekeeping when it comes to like, hey, you're not allowed to know our knowledge. But I feel like in most cases, VTubing is like super open, where like if you want to become a VTuber, there is so much free stuff that you can do to just join in, and there's so many communities that will welcome them to get in. Usually when it gets to the little higher levels of things, there's a lot of those kind of gatekeepings that happen, unfortunately. But I think when you first start out, anyone could become a VTuber, and there's so many free assets for them to actually get started, and I love
There's
that.
so many free models now. Like when I started, it was really difficult to find things that were ready for VTubing. Like I managed to find a model, but that was designed for VR chat, and I had to like do a lot of work to make it work in the model, to make it in the program to make it work. And it doesn't happen so much nowadays, but there used to be a lot of like free giveaways on Twitter. Like, you know, it would be those things where like, leave a like, retweet, leave a follow, put your reference sheet in, and I'll choose a winner and I'll make something for you. Like that still sometimes happens, but I remember 2021, 2022, there was so many of those. It was almost like the most fashionable thing to do. Like artists that wanted to grow and make a name for themselves would host a giveaway, and people could win, you know, really cool things just for free. But it doesn't happen as much nowadays, because I think the people that wanted to do those giveaways have kind of moved on to become like more established artists. They need to make money to keep doing it. So there's not as many people giving things away for free anymore, and like maybe it's because like there's already things that people don't, you know, people can have access to for cheap or for free. So maybe it's not as easy to do them nowadays, but there used to be loads of them, and it was really cool.
I love it. I love it whenever I see those kind of things, and they find different ways to do it, and I love that support. I think the VTuber community also like supports the artist community like crazy. You can't have one without the other. I just love to see talented artists get like the recognition they deserve, and like I know there's some rotten eggs within that community as well. You had experienced that, unfortunately, in the very beginning, but I will definitely say that it's still nice to see that, because growing up, I always thought that like, oh, you don't want to get into art because there's no profitability when it comes to art. But nowadays, I see so many people doing so well because they are just talented artists. I just love seeing that. I want to see more of that support. So it's always cool to see.
I love being able to support people like that because I can't draw or do like much art myself. I think the closest thing I can do is like Minecraft skins. I did used to do commissions for those many years ago, but like it's so nice being able to actually like pay artists to do what they want to do. Quite often I'll get a commission and I'll be like, here's my character, I have a rough idea of what I want you to do with it, not so much, but just go wild, do what you think would be fun with it. It's really nice to just let them express themselves, and like, you know, maybe they had an idea of what they wanted a character to do, so I'll just give them my character and like tell them to do something with it.
I love that. That's so cool. That's so cool. I like it. It's really fun. Like I said, this is pros and cons, but I think it's this year.
Yeah.
If you could collab with any VTubers out there, no matter how big or small they are, who would you like to collab with?
Zentrea.
You know what?
I've been working on that. I've been working on it. She invited me to her birthday party like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yo.
We've been friends on Discord since then. She barely responds to me.
She's a busy person. She's a babe.
She's very busy, absolutely, and even more so now that she joined Socks. But I invited her to my birthday party from last week. She accepted the Discord invite, but didn't make it to my party. She was too busy. She had like a meet and greet, and she had some other things. So I raided her the day of my birthday, I think it was. And she was like, "Oh, Danny, it's lovely to see you. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to your birthday. I'd love to do another collab." So like, it might happen.
One day.
I've given her. I've got one I could absolutely do with her. I actually host an Elden Ring game show sometimes. I call it Mask Tasker, which is a play on Taskmaster.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
I love your dad jokes, the dandy jokes. I love them. They're so good.
I'm sat on my ship's mast and telling people to do tasks. That's the idea of it. But it's all in Elden Ring, and the point of it is that every game of it, it's something different. It's not necessarily just play Elden Ring. It's like, I'm gonna get you all to do a unique game that I've come up with. It won't necessarily be the best thing. I've absolutely hosted some of them where like the game didn't work out because like technical limitations that I didn't see in advance. But I've got an amazing idea for a game show that I really think that she would do great in. Zen, if you're watching, if you ever see this, please join in. It would be so good. So I don't know, maybe we can get her in one day.
I hope so.
It would be nice.
It'd be so cool. It'd be so cool to see you guys hang out. Yeah, that'd be so nice.
I know she's played Elden Ring. I know she's played it a few times. I've seen her stream it, so I think she would be able to do it.
Just give it time. I'm pretty sure eventually you guys, the stars will line up and you guys will both be free at the exact same time. And knowing her and all the stories I hear of her, she's like one of the most nicest, kindest people in the world.
She absolutely is.
And I feel like she actually did feel really bad for missing your birthday, and I feel like she will do whatever it can to try to make it up to you. And I feel like it will happen. That'll happen.
Hopefully someday. If not her, probably Girl DM.
Ooh,
I wanted to have her. I wanted to play like Night Rain or some Elden Ring with her because I know she's a big Souls fan as well. I'm not the biggest on Dark Souls lore. I've played them all, but I'm way more into Elden Ring. So it'll be nice to just like chat shit about our favorite Souls games, or just play them together because I know she's played Night Rain. That would be good fun.
That'd be fun. I can see you guys hit it off. I think you guys have a lot of fun.
I think the big deal for me is that like Night Rain it's a 3-player game, and I am essentially a water elemental cat. I have a friend who's a fire elemental cat, and Girl DM is a green cat. Like we would have red, green, and blue, like all on the same Night Rain team. We could be the RGB cats.
Yes,
like it would be
the Razor Cats. I love the RGB cat.
Because it's so funny that like My closest VTubing friend's Yarny Land. She showed up in stream earlier. She might not be here. She might be doing something else. We have incredibly similar designs, completely by accident. Like from before we knew each other. She's got fire in her hair. She's like, we're both cats that play Souls games and Elden Ring. She's got like, big claws as well, and like we have incredibly similar designs. Hers is like fire themed and demon stuff. Like I'm a water themed demon, and it's like, it's so funny that we had this lined up before we even met, and we're really close friends now. We stream a lot together, and like we've got fire and water. We've got artwork together, which I can show very quickly because it's really cool.
I love the chaos in chat. The chaos.
Yeah, those are her emotes.
I love it. I love it.
Where did I save it? Yes, I did this one. And it's like,
I see her in chat right now. That's her right there. Oh, so cool.
This is the artwork she got for me for my birthday.
I'm gonna give her a follow because I love her design. So cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Whoa, I love the fist bumps and the steam. Oh, guys, I gotta show you guys. Hold on.
It's just such a coincidence that we're both we work so well together.
That's so cool. That's so cool.
And we both play so much Elden Ring, and we support each other with stuff that we want to do, and it's really nice.
I like that. That's so cool. I think that's really
We're going to VTuber Expo in the UK in September together.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Whoa, this looks so cool. I think that's really well done. That's really cool. I love it. What about me? Oh, look, it's her. I love it. I love the fist bumps and the steam. That's really cool. You guys do have very similar. She does have more of the Japanese kind of style to it, but you have a little more of the pirate theme kind of style. So I think that's really cool. I think that's cool.
She's a fire demon.
Fire demon.
You're
a water monster.
I'm not a demon. I'm infested with a water spirit.
Yes.
So it's not quite the same, but it's very similar.
Still really cool. I like that.
She's got the fire hands, which she says isn't inspired by me, but I think it was.
I think it's still really cool. It'd be cool to see you guys. See, now again, going back to the fighting game, you guys will be in a fighting game. You guys will be able to have that.
God, we both really want to be modded into a Souls game.
Be modded.
And we would
So cool.
we would both be amazing boss fights in a Souls game. I would love that. It would be so cool.
That'd be so cool. There's a
just have an animation of us fighting or something. That would be really fun.
There's a game called Devil May Cry. I'm pretty sure you heard of it, but there's a fight that you do when you fight two different elementals. There's a water and a fire one, or the ice and a fire one. And when you beat them, you get this dual-bladed like a double-sided blade. And you use fire and ice. And I thought that'd be kind of cool for you guys to have similar projects. That'd be so cool.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be really fun.
The dream project. The dream project. So cool. So
exactly.
I love it. I want to see you guys fight in a fighting game. I want to see. One day. I would never spread misinformation on the internet. Never.
No one would.
What you say? Also, fun fact about Yarny, which I think is yawn, things that cats play with. Okay, I see the cleverness. She's cute and loves pizza. She loves pizza. Well, pizza's amazing. I love pizza.
That's misinformation.
Well, what?
She hates pizza.
She hates pizza? How do you hate pizza? What's wrong with pizza?
Am I allowed to say why, Yanni? I don't know if you want me to say it.
Well, Yanni, would you ever want to come on my show? Would you ever come on my show?
It's fine.
We might have to talk
she's
about
a pizza delivery driver in person and hates it.
That's why she hates it. I'll be down.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to you.
She also thinks pizza isn't real food.
Really? What?
Yeah.
You know how many Italians? Actually, I don't know if it's Italian thing, but you know how many people?
Get her on here. Get her to explain it someday.
I need to.
You'll have to get her on.
I already got her to spread her interesting opinions on burritos and tacos. So now I need to get your opinion on pizza.
That wasn't necessarily like a famous opinion. Yanni is famously like so against pizza. She's banned the word in her Twitch chat.
Really?
It's a blocked term in her chat. People have to come up with different ways to say it, like ZZA just to get it through, or like put spaces in it. Or like my favorite one is replace the Z's with S's, so you say pissa.
Pissa. I can see it now. If you ever come to my show, Yanni, I'm just going to start off by saying thank you for coming to our show, and I just have pizza in my I'm just I wasn't able to eat.
Every time I have pizza for dinner, I'll message her. I'll be like, "Hey, Yanni, I've had pizza."
my auto mod was like, nope, it can't be allowed. That can't be allowed.
Exactly.
Nom pizza. Gasp. We'll see. I didn't say I was going to do it though, Yanni. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Cool. I love it, but I love these collabs. And I definitely think you went to hit it off with all those people. We'll love.
Hi, Productions.
Hello. So next question for you is, what's behind the scenes part of VTubing that a lot of people don't realize?
File management.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like organization of your files.
For me at least. Oh my god. Like having so many old assets in OBS that things get like clogged down and like start getting laggy, or like I have in my 3D scene, it's so jam-packed of different things that are going on. If I have at least one extra 3D model like character, I start to lose performance and like frame rate because it's just so jam-packed of things. It's really hard to like grow much more like in the project because it's already almost at that limit of usability, but also just knowing where your files are and being able to find them again. Like every time I start a new project, I'm like, okay, where did I have this file for this? Where did I have all of this? And it's really difficult to maintain. Like having a good like file management system is really important. Don't do what I did and like make it up as you go. Like plan for it. I feel like I've been getting more on top of it, but like it's definitely really important to know where everything is.
Oh man, that sounds like it would be like, see, I feel like I've gotten pretty organized on my side of things.
Yeah.
But I will definitely say that because a lot of people don't really know this, but I'm a hybrid streamer, so I do face cams, but also I have my own VTuber model, and I have to separate two separate things for my face cam and my VTuber model because I can't have them mixed together. I have to have two separate things. And oh my god, my file for my VTubing is so much more than my face cam ones. I barely have to worry about too much my face cams. It's the one thing I do want to notice that. But man, my VTubing, I have to have it because if not, I'm like, wait, where did I put that one picture that I was going to use on a thumbnail?
I wonder how big my folder is for my streaming content. I'm gonna hit. Okay, it's still growing. I've just opened up the properties for it. I'm just gonna let that settle and figure out how big it is.
Just let it load for a little bit.
It's just hit 69 gigabytes and it's still growing.
69.
70. Oh. It's still going. It's still counting them. It's got over 70 gigabytes. Let's let that count it. But like, I've wanted to do a stream where I have myself and some friends where I wanted us to have like a scale of jank where like 0 to 10, where we all come down and we explain something that happens behind the scenes for our streams to make them work. And we go over it, what we do, how it works, and then everyone else ranks it from 0 to 10 how janky it is. So like the number of weird things, like you're a streamer, you know what I'm talking about. The weird things we do to make things work from behind the scenes. Like there are things that we do that chat will never see. Like people, you never get the chance to talk about it. So for instance, behind the scenes, when I do this,
it's not actually it does it.
I just click at the same time I press a foot pedal button,
Oh.
and it does a bunch of things that, you know, it changes the lighting, it turns on the mesh for my hands, it changes my voice in a voice mod, it, like, you know, it turns on lights in my eyes and gets rid of the irises. Like, there's a bunch of things that makes it happen. So, like, it makes it look that when I do this, it happens, but I'm actually just pressing a button.
And it's happened.
And it doesn't
But-
matter.
I love how you do a good job like doing it at the same time though.
Yeah, like, you know, it's, you know, you're just clicking and tapping your foot at the same time. So it's just.
But it's just funny because it's so natural that you do it that it does look like it, like the reason why it happens.
Yeah. I'm really glad that, like, the click is so loud that it gets picked up by the microphone on stream. Like, it's like a really important part of it for me. It's still counting my folder, by the way. We've hit 85 gigabytes.
Jeez. These are all the models and like your 3D and probably all your
It's a lot
mods
of
you added
clips
to it.
as well.
Yeah, all the
There's a lot
clips.
of,
I can see that.
Yeah. This is like my main streaming content folder.
Ooh. I
This isn't the
have a
I
hard
hold
drive.
the VODs on, though.
Yeah, I have a hard drive right to my side right here. That's like 8 terabyte. I put all my content on that one because oh my god, I would not be able to put this on this PC.
I have an external hard drive that I save VODs to, but like all my other content is on like an internal drive. Okay, it's finally stopped counting. 87.5 gigabytes.
87 gigabytes just for content creation? That's crazy.
Oh no, it's done counting again. What
never
the
mind.
hell? It's still going.
It was like, oh wait, we've got these things.
93,000 files. Nope, sorry. Hang on. 98,000, 100,000, 101,000 files. What the hell? It's still going.
That's crazy.
All right, no, 92 gigabytes. Why is it still going?
92? Jeez. That's a lot. You're gonna get like a terabyte over here.
It might do. It's still growing.
Still growing, still growing.
I know.
and
My
is that-
computer's always complaining at me for not having enough storage space.
Yeah, mine too. Trust me, mine too. But yeah, pasta. I'm not a rich person. I just know how to find deals because at the time, this when I used to work at GameStop, we actually had a hard drive that's 8 terabytes, and it just went on clearance, and it went from like a couple $100s to like $20. I was like, oh. It's like,
So jealous.
yeah, I was so
Oh my
happy.
God.
This thing is so, like has saved me so much. I am so happy to have it.
God, I wish I had that.
But another thing I want to talk about is that we do have a spin the wheel, so we can do the quick spin the wheel for you.
let's do
We
it.
have a couple more questions left. Be done.
Yeah, it is getting late.
It is getting late, so we'll wrap this up pretty quickly. But
We'll have
again,
some rapid fire ones.
little rapid fire ones, but still, I appreciate you giving your time. And I love all these
been
answers.
fun.
So much fun. Dude, I'm so happy that I had you on my show. It was so much great time. I learned so much about it. So much. All right.
Thank you.
So, do you have a
Ooh.
embarrassing story?
Oh, I think the first one that comes to mind for me is I have a scar on my thumb that's like, it's like almost like a sad face. Think like a, you know, the sad arc, or like that. Because when I was a kid, my parents own they still do. They own like a woodland that my dad inherited from his dad, and then I think his dad got it from his dad or something. It's like passed down in the family. It's like a rural woodland that they manage, and we would go out there to just like when my dad would like usually chop down trees and like burn up some like brushwood and some stuff, and me and my brother would just go off and do what we wanted in the woods. But often it would involve like a carving knife. So like we could sharpen some sticks or like chop down some like small trees or something. And I was trying to sharpen a stick. I was really young, and I didn't understand the importance of always carving away from you. And I was trying to carve a particularly difficult knot on this bit of stick, and I couldn't get it off. So I turned the knife around and tried to do it the other way, and it slipped, and it cut my thumb almost off.
Oh no!
And it's still really deformed, and it has this really big gash that's like an upside down smiley face, like just a sad face shape. From I must have been like 6 with a
Jeez.
knife.
Oh my god! Like,
Like,
I guess you went to like the hospital, maybe, right?
I think I can't remember what happened afterwards. Honestly,
Just
I was so
blanked?
young. I just remember the incident, and then I don't remember what happened afterwards.
Whoa! Did you ever ask your family?
I didn't actually. I haven't actually asked for clarification. They might even remember it, honestly. I don't even know if they. I don't think they took me to hospital, but it was. Yeah, my thumb has a big lump, and it doesn't quite go straight anymore. I think there might actually be a gash in the bone or something. I don't know. But it like every time I post a picture of me holding something, because I'm right-handed, I hold my phone with the right hand, and the scar's on my left thumb. And when you hold something in a picture, your thumb's gonna be visible. So every time I post a picture of me holding something, I see it. You can probably spot it in every picture I post online.
I kind of want to see it. I might have to check back your Twitter and check it out. Damn, Danny.
I think I posted one
It's
recently.
Pride Month coded, and even her hands isn't straight. Love it.
Nice.
No, okay, I'll check it
Folder's
out.
still counting, by the way. We've reached 135 gigabytes.
It's
but
over
it's
a
still growing.
terabyte. That's crazy.
Yeah.
How much storage do you have on your PC?
I've got. This is in a 2 terabyte drive.
And more than half of it is already on your
The
streaming
external
stuff.
one is a 5 terabytes. I have another terabyte and another half terabyte. So I have 4 drives. 3 of them are inside the PC. Most of them are very full. My E drive has 6.5 gigabytes free, apparently.
Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Remember we talked about
Wait, what the hell?
Parliament?
Why is it jumped up to 300 gigabytes? No.
300? So you just jumped down to 3 terabytes? How is that possible? You said you only had a 2 terabyte, and then you have your 5.
No, a terabyte's more.
Oh, is
I think
it a terabyte 1,000? Oh, my
gigabytes.
bad. I'm dumb.
Terabyte's 1,000. Yeah.
I'm dumb. You're right. 100%. I always thought it was like
Yeah.
100. Yeah, no, yeah.
It's approaching 400 gigabytes. It's still counting.
Wow, close to it. Okay, now it's even more crazy.
I'll leave this running, and then like maybe a bit later I'll. see
Chad,
what
let me know.
happens.
Let me know. I'm really curious how much freaking stuff you have. That sounds
It's still
insane.
going. This is just a folder of streaming content. This isn't
Just
even
the
like
s-
VODs.
Yeah,
This is like
just
clips, models, pictures.
all the mods. I'm
Yeah.
guessing also.
Oh, like game mods? No, those aren't
No,
in there.
that's not even in there. Jeez. Okay, then that's a lot for models.
No,
That's a lot for-
games are in a different folder. No, this is everything related to my content. This is things I make. Yeah.
I love it.
Apart from stream VODs, I keep those on the external hard drive.
All right. Next question for you is what do you like to see next in your content creation?
I've
What do
been
you like
planning to make Magic the Gathering videos for a while. I really want to do like YouTube shorts talking about my favorite decks, how I play them. I like to show off some of my favorite cards. I'm
cool.
just really unsure about it because I've never really made much dedicated YouTube content.
Oh, you think it's going to be kind of like bottlenecked because of the algorithm because you're making something different?
Well, not necessarily that, but also like I don't know what I'm doing to make it. I'm not particularly I'm not the best at editing, and my tone of voice when I'm talking live is always different when I'm recording. I don't know how to sound natural when I'm recording from a script. I don't know how to read a script and sound natural, so I try to free flow it, and then I always stumble my words, and I can never get out what I want to say.
You could
Like,
always
suddenly the pressure of needing to record something, like this is what I'm saying, it's going to be that forever. Like I'm just suddenly aware of what I'm saying, and like I stumble it over it, and it just doesn't work.
I've seen other people do this. Like I know Connor does this sometimes too. Is that he would actually, while he's streaming, he would like put like a kind of like a marker, and then he will make a video, and he will like make it sound like it's actually a video. He's actually streaming. He will either like mute or hide the chat so it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
And that way he will still talk and still do his things while he's streaming and still make video content for his upcoming video posts. And then he would actually ask his chat like things like, oh, should I have done it this way or should I have done it this way? You know, and so that's one way you do it. That way you still have that like content that you're making for your like your community in your YouTube, but you just need to like hide the actual chat so it doesn't look like that, and you can always ask chat what their thoughts are.
That's not the kind of way that I would go about it though, because it's the problem with playing Magic on stream, I literally played Magic on stream yesterday, and it was not very good, because it's one of those games where you either know what's happening or you don't. It's not a game you can just tune in and kind of like pick up an idea. Like,
Yeah.
I've explained this before, where if I'm going to play it, I have to do it in one of two ways. Either stream it in a way that's good for people who are not good at Magic, they're new to it, they don't understand it, they need everything explained to them slowly. Be like, okay, I'm going to go to my turn, I untap all of my permanents to ready them all, and then I'm going to go to draw a card. And then or you play it in a way that's good for people that know what they're doing, and you can just go, I'm going to play this card, my opponent's going to do this, I'm going to pass. You just go everything much more quickly, you actually get through the games. And both of those are really bad for the other side to watch, because if I'm playing it very slowly to explain it for new people, the people who have played it before haven't they're not interested. They want to get to the game, they know what's happening, they want to get through it much quicker. But if it's the other way around and I'm playing really quickly, the people who are new to it don't know what's going on. So whenever I play it for the people who know what they're doing. They know how to play it. I don't need to explain it very slowly. But it puts off the people that don't play Magic. So I don't tend to stream it, because it's bad for live content for me, because it's not good for people that don't know what they're doing. So I'd rather separate it for YouTube, because then the people who want to watch it can seek it out. You know, that it's going to be for a different audience than a live audience. For sure. So I've never really been able to separate that. Oh, it's finally stopped counting at 460 gigabytes.
460, geez, that was close to half a terabyte. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Just for your content.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
You definitely put that onto like a separate hard drive. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Your PC is probably very not happy with you.
I really gotta put it on a different drive. Yeah.
Yo ho, it's the Dandy Floss, all right?
Oh,
it's Dandy
it's the other
Demon.
Dandy.
Hi, Dandy.
Hi, other Dandy.
Hi,
We
Dandy's
have a
great.
group chat of everyone. There's 4 of us in a group chat. All of us called Dandy.
Wait, do you know Dandy, the centaur?
No, I don't know that
What?
one.
That's
a new one.
Her name is Dandelion. She's Dandelion. She's a detective a detective centaur. So I'll send you her Twitter. She's
We'll get her into the
super
group
lovely.
chat.
You need to, because we have another
Yes.
dandy. All the dandies.
There's
all the
4 of us in there at the moment. We need more of them.
More dandies. You're gonna have a Discord server just for dandy. I love it.
That would be great. We've had a stream where it was 3 of us. It was myself, Dandy Demon, and Not Sweet Dandy.
The dandy.
It was good fun. Yes.
That's
Yes.
so cool.
Please send me her link.
I'll definitely send. Ready for the last question of the night?
Yes. Last question.
Last question. I love this question, and you actually have been doing an amazing job throughout the entire stream
Thank you.
answering this question already. So if you can give me one more good piece of advice that you can give out to viewers, I would really appreciate that. What advice would you like to share to inspiring VTubers or fans watching you today?
Biggest piece of advice.
You already gave us some really good ones. Some definitely behind the scene
Yeah.
things to look out for.
I've already said do what you enjoy most. Don't
This is
necessarily
my favorite. I love it. This is my
Yeah, don't change your content according to what other people would want. You play what you want, and then people who want to see it will come to you. I think another piece of advice would be don't shell out for a big expensive model to start with. Do not spend hundreds and thousands of dollars on a model that you're not sure you're going to have for long. If you start streaming and you discover it's not for you, you won't be broke.
Yeah.
So, find these cheap or free assets. There's lots of them. There's so many out there. It's so easy to find them. Find customizable models that you can use to start with. And then only once you've decided that you want to keep going with it, then get a big expensive custom one, that's the big difference, really. Like, it's not. You might see these really cool models that have different features that you might want to try out. You might have these really cool creative ideas. Try streaming first with free and cheap assets. Get the hang of it, build yourself up, and then maybe later down the line, save up for something.
Invest. You know, after you know that you want to do it, then invest in your content creation, your brand, and put money into it and grow and be awesome.
Exactly.
Hi, Aquas. Good morning. I love it. Thanks for watching. Awesome. Well, hey, that's amazing advice. You again gave out so much amazing conversations and discussions throughout the entire interview talk show. So again, thank you so much for joining me and coming on my show. I had a blast hanging out with you. It was so much fun.
It's been an absolute delight. Thank you so much. It's been
course.
lovely.
It was so nice. It's so good.
Oh,
you're
a
love.
wonderful host.
Thank you so much. Like I said, I love doing this show. I've been doing this show for a very long time, and I love just interviewing people, just hearing their stories, and just talking to people. I'm a very talker. I'm a huge talker. So just talking to people about stories. It's so much fun. So much fun. It's so great. Hi, Lady J. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming by as well. Thank you. It's so cool. It's so good to have you on my show. So thank you so much for being my very first ever pirate VTuber to come on my show. I'm honored to have someone like you on my show. Very good.
Hope you get some more in the future.
We'll do.
Get
Actually,
boarded by some more of us.
it's funny because ever since I followed you and I started doing it, I actually got recommendation to other pirate VTubers. I think
There's quite a few of us.
There is. There's actually I'm going to interview next week Captain Shy, I believe, and then Jojo, who's like a vampire VTuber that finally got a hold. I finally got a hold of. That I'm going to try and do sometime this week. So we might see some more. You might have some in the trend of pirate VTubers to come on my show. So thank you so much for starting
wonderful. Well, you know what? I will tune in for those. I'll drop you the follow that I haven't done yet. So I'll tune in for some more of those.
I appreciate it, Dandy. Thank you. I appreciate it. I can't wait to see you and your awesome journey go and keep on growing. And I can't wait to see you finally do that Zentreya collab. I would love to see you do some amazing different outfits and different designs, and I can't wait until you get into a video game so that we can see you fight off with your cool aesthetic. That'd be so cool. But thank you so much. Now, where else can people find you, by the way?
Well, obviously you can find me at twitch.tv/dandyfloss. I'm over on YouTube as well. I have a YouTube channel, dandyfloss over there. I've been starting to post more YouTube shorts. I now have an editor that takes clips from my streams and makes some amazing shorts. I love them. I think they're fantastic. I have the same editor as my friend Yarnyland, and he does a great job. He often drop some jokes in there that I would not have thought of, and they're great edits, and I love them. Not to toot my own horn or anything, loving my own content, but he makes amazing stuff out of them.
No, go for it.
I've got an Instagram as well. I've only started recently posting over there. I forget my username. Captain Dandyfloss on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on all the major ones. Apart from TikTok, I forgot my password on there, and none of the password recovery options work.
Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah, I tried to do all of the ones to reset it, and they don't send it to my email for some reason.
Ooh, that's not good.
I've lost my TikTok. Oh well.
Oh no. Well, it's really easy to grow on there, so I feel like if you make a new one and just start releasing some of your old clips on there, I'm pretty sure you'll grow pretty quickly.
The problem is that it's kind of locked me out of the best username, just Dandyfloss. I can't get that anymore.
You're not wrong, but you can now be Captain Dandyfloss.
I think that's what I would have to take. Yeah, as long as it hasn't been taken already.
I think you'd be able to do it. And also, I was told, I don't know how true it is, but I was told that when new TikTok accounts get made, they are actually pushed forward through the algorithm a lot more in the very first month. Is to kind of get you into the fact of making content, and then it starts to drill you back to the regular. So it might be an idea.
It might be worth trying. Yeah, just post them all the same videos on the different platforms. Probably a good idea.
Now, the last thing I always like to do is I always like to give the first raid suggestion to my guest here. So I always love to support the raiders. You guys already saw amazing raiders come support me, so I want to continue that amazing train to support someone else.
Oh, well, I am actually a member of a VTubing group called Virtual Talent Cooperative. It is sort of a corpo, but also not quite at the same time because the members have input on on the direction of the company.
I like that.
And one of my fellow members is live right now, actually, Astral Nishimoto.
mean,
She's
that
currently
link.
playing She's currently playing Slay the Spire 2.
Ooh. Hey, cool.
So let's
Hey, cool.
let's go. It'll be nice to go send them some love.
Let's go send some love, guys. Let's go send some love. Ooh, I love the design. It's like an Oni design. That's so cool. Awesome. Let's go check her out and see her amazing stuff and cheer her on with her Play the Spire stuff. So let's go definitely-
Good fun to go say hi. I unfortunately they're usually live when I'm not, so I don't get the chance to raid.
Well, I think this would be a good time. This would be a good time. Go.
Yeah.
Let's go get that set up and good. Again, go check out Danny Flaws, amazing content creator, huge amount of talent right here, and also has a lot of great stuff in store. So go check her out if you haven't yet. And then, of course, if you guys haven't yet, I also do this show each and every week where we get to know a brand new VTuber. So if you'd like to check out a brand new VTuber to add to your list, you can also follow me. But until then, I hope you guys all have yourself a very nice day. And don't leave Discord yet, okay? Don't leave Discord yet.
I won't leave Discord. Okay.
Awesome. Bye-bye, everyone. Bye. Take care. Bye.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So it's a deal then.